Here we go. Hello, you LARP watchers, and welcome back to the Super Fun Happy Times D&D stream.
Yeah.
Are we all having super happy fun times D&D?
Hell yeah.
Especially Hessia.
Yeah, I'm having the best time.
The best of times. Announcements, as always. Thank you to Critic for our lovely dice. They're fantastic. We should probably do a competition at some point. Because we've got so many, we can.
When I die, you can have Hessia's dice.
Yes, the lucky dice.
Pardon?
The unicorn dice.
Mine's coming back as a unicorn, not my backup character.
Sure.
As a unicorn.
Unicorn.
He's got to play a
You can
unicorn.
come back as my spirit animal.
I always get shouted at by my friend Jason for not saying that you can download the podcast now as well. If you prefer not to see us, we should now.
That's fair.
Yeah.
There are some days where I would want to see us.
I would like to see me.
We should now be on. I think it's on iTunes as well now. I think I managed to get it on there, but like the picture won't load for some reason. But
Maybe we need some
And we've got a
official
theme
artwork.
song now as well.
oh yes, we've got the theme song.
Why are we not playing the theme song?
Can't
Can
play the
anyone
theme
sing
song.
it?
You have to download it like.
Yeah, by next week we might have a little intro, depending if we get the art done and the theme song. The theme song is like so good, so good.
Curse of Strahd.
No, sorry, it is my lady. Nice guys. Right. Shall we begin? Who would like to go first out of the two groups? Because you are.
We will.
Yeah, what
Okay.
We're easier.
we jump the fence and wait.
Are we pressing T and just putting wait 5 hours?
Just because you're competent.
Just because you didn't tell some random person that we were going to skip town.
I don't think it's so much competence. I think it's just we made the right choice.
Stop being nice to people. Always
Right.
Be an
backfire.
asshole.
Let's do this. We will start
Who's going to help us get it?
with Team
I trust
Red and Gabriel. Because Team Sneaky. we shall call-
Gabriel.
You need like a name for the whole group as well.
We need to do-
Because,
we need to
like
do-
whenever I have to write like the little blurb, I just have to say the party.
We need to do something like in Ruby where they just take the first letter of everyone's name and turn it into some weird...
The useless friends.
There's too many bloody consonants.
We haven't got a
Can't do
single
that.
vowel, we can't do that.
I need a pencil. Give me a pencil. I'll work on this.
We have no vowels. Good. Catch on.
So you are in the what you would probably or just outside
yeah.
the what you would describe as townhouse of who was the owner of it?
That would be Lars,
lady-
wasn't it? Not Lars.
No, it was.
He was the soldier.
Oh God.
I wrote it down.
Where's
Why do you
mine?
not put
He
it
had
on
a
my
very
cards?
Barovian name.
It did indeed.
Boris.
Nah.
Begins with a V.
Brian.
There's so many.
Brian. Ron.
Victor.
Vasily.
It is indeed.
Ah.
Vasily von Holtz.
Very
Again,
Barovian.
reasonably well dressed. This tight fitted leather sort of jerkin type thing. Puffy-ish sleeves coming out. Hair boy band-ish
Yeah,
floppy
Mr.
down.
Fancy Man.
Yeah, not designer stubble, but a couple of days of stubble on him.
Such an invasive thought. I want to
You
stab
leave
the cake
Irina
with
alone.
her.
You leave her alone.
And the previous night, you ran into him while in trouble, and he said he had just returned from his work and offered to put some of you up in his house because you were being hunted by the guards. Unfortunately, you saw he wasn't able to get back to you and only managed to put up Ismark and Irina. Since then, you've gone to his house in the morning. It's about 8:30, 9 in the morning by now. He lives not a million miles away from the wall, sort of where the sort of town is like this, and you've got the main road going through from east to west, and then this road that splits off. He's kind of like here-ish. The big church is over here, and then the bar in the middle. So you're kind of like up this side. Couple of little streets, and you'd be at the wall. Ismark awakens. He looks surprisingly well rested. Clean shaven. Clothes on. Irina is with you. She's again got hair just falling naturally down. This lovely auburn hair to it, wearing the padded gambeson. The arm points on it, but not wearing any of the armour, which was all left. You can see under her padded gambeson, she's still got the dress that she wore when you went to visit the Burgermeister. Ismark comes down with a big stretch. Why so early?
You leave now.
Why? Things seem to be going well.
Not anymore. We have no allies here.
Well, Mr. von Holtz seems to have connections.
He is but one man against many.
We've put our trust in you this far, and if you think it'll be safe somewhere else, do we push all the way to the west,
Abbey, yes.
to the Abbey?
Red puts the image of the tree first.
We need to meet the others though beforehand, but we have a meeting spot for that.
Are you still...
Still dog.
Okay.
Still dog. Plus 10 to all charisma, yes?
Yeah. How long have we got to go? Irina, come.
Red goes and sits next to the door and starts scratching at the door.
Okay.
When you're ready, we'll go.
Vasily von Holtz returns with a satchel. It is not much, but it is something. I have some supplies for you.
Thank you.
And he'll hand it to you.
Put it over my shoulder. I'm guessing it's like a proper man bag kind of thing.
Kind of like postal satchel kind of thing. Yeah. I travelled. Kresk is an interesting place. But if you think you'll be safer there,
I believe we will.
you'll always have an ally here with me. I saw what you did at the wall, and I can see that you are not an agent of... He kind of looks vaguely over towards the mountain. If you ever need to return.
Thank you.
No. You best be on your way before the guards notice.
Mm-hmm.
As...
The back door.
Yes, come through, come through. He kind of pokes his head out and looks around briefly. Closes the door and ushers you through his house. Both give me... What are you doing? Are you looking in his house? Are you just walking through the house looking for... What's going in your mind?
Red's always on guard, so... Okay.
I'm always alert now.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
Basically the two most paranoid members of the party.
Perception or investigation. Depends what you think you're looking for.
If only we had one of you two.
It worked so well last time.
Would you want
7.
Investigation, was it?
Whichever you are doing as you're walking through his...
Be a 21. 18 plus 3 would be investigating. So I'm investigating his house. I'm making sure it's kind of like kosher. That makes this work, if that makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
No
As you are looking round, as you're walking through a smallish hall, you can see the staircase going up that Ismark came down. The sort of main sitting room where Vasily and Irina were talking before you arrived. You'd already had a look in there and you'd seen a couple of wine glasses, 2 to be precise.
Yeah,
Not had food. and drunk some expensive wine the night before. The chateau from the Wizard of Wine.
Yep.
More expensive, or the most expensive one. As you walk through, the house is the nicest you've been in. Definitely one of the nicer houses. Doesn't look like much from the outside. But as you kind of walk through it and you look, there's something just slightly off with it. You can't quite put your finger on it as you kind of walk through and get to the back door. Yeah, that would be the best way I can describe it. You know when you just kind of get that feeling and you're kind of just looking through it? Not exactly bad vibes, but you're just kind of like... to describe, you know when you go and visit a show house?
Yeah. Yeah.
Too perfect.
Not too perfect, but that kind of vibe from it.
Not lived in.
As you make your way through, you get to the back door and you just knock the latch off.
Thank you. Which way is it to the...
Make haste. The closest wall from here, there's a tower, which will more than likely be guarded. So you've got two choices. If you believe you can clear the wall, this side is reasonably intact still. To get up to the wall, you can either climb the scaffolding or go near the tower where there are stairs up to it.
Because there was that point that we got told by her man of where to be.
Who are you saying this to?
Just you in general. Just because...
Oh, to me. To get there from here, your knowledge, you'd need to go out around the wall, and it kind of pokes out like this kind of a shape. You need to go round and about to here.
Okay. Fine. Heads up and be quiet and tell it to Ismark and Irina.
Stealthy as we go.
Yeah.
Climbing the scaffolding would maybe be a challenge for Irina.
Yeah.
Right. I wish you all the luck. And he says his farewells with a nod, shakes Ismark's hand. Again, I'm sorry to hear of your father, Burgermeister. He was a good man. And when Irina comes, he gives a small kiss on her hand. And she, a little flush of colour, and again pulls the hand back. Mark my words, you will always have an ally here. And bolts the door behind you. You're in his kind of back garden-ish, shrubby, dead, browny grass, muddy-ish, but not kind of like puddle mud, but that kind of off-roady kind of muddy grass. Spiky, hard-growing grass. What do you do?
Heading out into...
Straight away.
Start heading towards where we need to head to get us out.
So you can either head down and over so you can head south through the town. You'd have to cross the main road and then jump over the wall.
Yep.
Or you can head not too far to the wall and then find a way over it and then make a long loop around outside and make your way to the location.
Let's do that one.
Yeah, that one sounds easy. As long as we can get out easier.
Yeah. If it's scaffold, then we're going to have an issue with...
Mm-hmm.
But we can always make it.
Yeah.
As we go along.
Yep.
You start making your way. You're trying to be stealthy?
Well, I'm disguised.
And I'm a dog. But yeah, not drawing attention.
Irina and Ismark would stand out.
You'd notice, as the dog, you'd definitely notice as well, you'd be at the... What sort of formation are you in?
I'm going to be at the...
I'm going to be... Red will probably make sense for the dog to be
Both give me a perception. We'll see how much you see.
That would be a 5.
Plus perception. Plus 1, 16, plus the raven, so 19.
You're on the lookout, sniffing the air constantly. there's a scent on the air which you can't quite put the finger on. It's something you're not used to smelling. There's just a scent you've not smelled before in the air. As you're looking and constantly being aware, you look around and you see Irina just a little look over the shoulder, and as she does, she just gently strokes the hand that was kissed.
Okay.
You start making your way towards the wall. You can see it in the distance. They're not attempting to hide themselves. You can see there are 2 guards in the watchtower. There's one guard who's currently walking between the watchtowers. Your nearest, from this position along the stretch of the wall, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A total of this side of the wall for the whole side, there's only 5 watchtowers. And you can see 2 stood in one of the watchtowers near you. The other one is in the distance in the mist. And you can see 1 guard slowly making his way along. He's looking a mixture of in and out of the town.
Okay.
He's not spotted you yet. You can see the scaffolding lead into the wall. The wall is 20 foot high. The scaffolding clearly designed not to be easily climbed, but would be considerably easier to climb the scaffolding than the wall. Okay. You can see stairs going up, but they lead directly into the watchtower, and they would have a clear advantage protecting them from you guys getting up to them.
I use Mask of Many Faces and turn into Lars, the guard captain that I met.
He was like more of just a kind of guard stroke senior guard. Yeah?
Yep.
You didn't hear him talk much, so it would be a real challenge to copy his voice.
Yep. We had a full conversation at the gate.
It was probably maybe 20 or 30 words from him. Yeah, it wasn't too many. You give me a deception, and we'll see how good your disguise is.
16.
Yes. You invoke this spell, and just instantly, like a flash,
Yeah.
1 second, you look over, and Gabriel is pretending to be something else, and now he is this.
Someone else.
Someone else. Lars. Semi sort of greasy-ish hair down to your face, little beard coming on, a little bit shorter, stockier. What are you doing?
I am going to tell these lot to wait. I'm going to go up the tower.
Okay. Where are you telling them to wait?
Just below the tower.
So you're going to approach it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you approach it.
Go on.
The ground here, you can tell that people have been doing on the floor trips around the sort of base inner wall, where it's kind of been stomped down from constant people walking around. You make your way up the stairs.
Yep.
They've got that kind of sodden wood as they kind of bend and flex under your weight slightly. Very quickly, or as you make about halfway up, 2 guards. Who goes there?
It's me, Lars.
I say. What are you doing there? Here?
I've come to relieve you so you can enjoy the festival. By order of Isaac.
They kind of... The 2 men, as you go up, they look damp. You can see here the kind of turreted tower with this kind of small roof to it. Whether or not it would stop an arrow coming through if someone was just to loose a ton of arrows at them, you're not sure as you take a look at it. You can see a few holes in it, couple of drips from the sort of early moisture and this mist which just seems to be suffocating the land constantly as it just falls through. As you get to the top, the whole wood has got that kind of scent of dampness to it. Oh. Enjoy the festival.
I have that massive grin that he had on was like, yes, enjoy the festival.
Right. I'm guessing you pissed him off to get here then.
Well, you know about the people that are running around after the episode in the Burgermeister's house.
Yeah. They kind of look round and you see the smile from his face drops. To watch someone who's been pretending to be happy and then to just their face drop. His eyes don't move, but the mouth just does. And just for a moment, you think you see the true weight of this guy's life on him every day. If we don't find them... thank you, lass. I heard Owen managed to get some extra drink. Maybe we'll see you there this evening if there's still some left.
Hopefully.
He hand comes out as he does the warrior's embrace. The other one kind of eyeballs you for a second. Stares for a little bit longer and then nods. So you're keeping guard just by yourself.
I am.
Right. He seems to look at you for a second longer. Nods, and with this kind of Anglo-Saxon style shield and these sort of 3/4 length spears that they use, starts making his way down the steps. Both of them seem to wait for the other to have cleared that part of the staircase before they make their way down. There's never a point where like two of them are that close to each other on the stairs. As you hear this kind of grinding of it, they're in padded gambeson with a chainmail and then heavy leather on top of that to try and do their best to stop it rusting, you would assume. They both make their way down and start to move away.
I'll wait until they're clear.
Mm-hmm.
And then I lean over and point and send a message. Coast is clear, come up.
Yeah. Ears prick up and trot on over, making sure that Ismark and Irina are close by.
Yep. You start to make your way up the steps. You're now on top of the wall, and you can see the guards seem to be constantly circling round, and you can see one come in your general direction. Doesn't seem to have noticed you yet.
How long have we got? Can we get over?
How far is the drop?
It's 20 foot.
Ooh.
You would think the second you drop over, you can see that the forest has been knocked back and there is a bit of a slope coming down as well. The guard walking towards you will notice within seconds.
I will use thaumaturgy, and I will create a sound behind him, like the sound of someone running down the road, basically, to make him.
What's the range on it? So he's a good distance off at the moment.
Oh, how far off is he?
Yeah, he's...
How far does thaumaturgy go? Because I don't have it actually.
I think it's
30
fair.
foot. It's
Yeah.
30 foot.
30 foot, okay, I'll wait
Okay.
to do that. I see him coming. We got rope, don't we, in our backpacks?
If you've got a Dungeoneer's
I've
pack,
got
yes.
Dungeoneer's pack.
Yeah, you've got your tablet
Yeah.
rope with you. It's whether or not you have your backpack from going to see...
Mine is all, when I disguise self, I can disguise everything I've got on me.
So, but did you take it with you
Yeah.
to the Burgermeister?
Yeah, that's why I covered my whole of me in the glamour.
Okay.
So I somehow pull a bag out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Get the rope out, make a noose. I'm guessing they've got, has it got like posts?
Making a
Like-
noose.
Yeah, so I can
So loop it over.
loop over the
Can't
loop
spec
over
it
the I forgot the name of the
Palisades.
palisade.
Yep.
And
Tie a rope on quickly.
tie up on quickly.
You tie the rope on, swing it down the other side. Who's going first?
I have no thumbs. I can't grip. Someone's going to need to carry the dog or
You're going to probably change
change back.
You first?
Yep. She'll change back.
Are you trying to do it stealthily? Or you go
As
for
stealthily
speed?
she can.
So
It's not very subtle. It's quite.
If you go over half speed for the stealth, you're at disadvantages for them to see you.
Go stealth.
So half speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
half speed.
Yep. Give me a stealth roll, please.
12.
You start making your way down. That'll take you 2 rounds to do 20 foot.
Arena.
Yep. She makes no effort to hide herself, but you still don't think you've been seen. The guard is getting closer as he's slowly walking along towards you.
Ismark.
Yeah, Ismark actually goes down pretty confidently. Again, making no
He's
effort to
confident.
stealth in.
He's got to be good at something.
How far away is this?
Telling me Ismark was in the wrong.
How far away has he got?
He's been doing warrior in his actual
80, 90 foot, something like that.
Oh, fair.
Walking
I'll go.
towards you.
I'll follow.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Are you trying to stealth or go?
I will stealth it.
Yeah. At half speed?
16.
Okay. Right, I'm going to give away this dice.
Good. Too good.
It has been replaced. So when you interact with someone with disguise self on yourself, they get a roll to see if they can see through it.
Yeah, and it is against my spell save of 15.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's a spell.
But they're pretty dreadful.
I
Right.
can disguise everything.
You're outside, and I'm guessing flush against the wall at the moment. What do you do?
Wait
You
for
can
everyone to
see
get down.
now, as you've all got down, the rope is still hung there. You don't think you'd be able to get it down. You've got maybe 90 foot to the forest where it kind of comes towards. You can see it's been actually cleared back in a number of places from the wall. Irina looks to you. What now? The forest looks deep, dark and dense, even this close.
But there's a gap to run there.
There's a gap to run there.
We wait until this guard
Passes us.
passes us.
Just staying flat against the wall. Not the wood, I suppose.
So you stay flush against the wall?
Yeah.
The guard continues his walk as you stand there in silence.
Red is going to communicate to Gabriel that perhaps they, still keeping against the wall, move.
Yeah.
Because if he sees the rope,
He's going to look down.
he'll look down and find out where it is.
Yeah.
So because I think Red was the first one down, so she'll sort of be at the front. So she's
Yeah.
going to start moving, still very close to the wall, just moving further
Which
away.
way?
Which way do we need to go?
Towards we need to go round, don't we?
Yeah.
So we
From
need to go south.
outside, when you
When you go
turn
south.
to look at the wall behind you, you can see a number of scrapes in it, claw marks, bite marks, dried blood on the outside of this wall as well.
Ain't no biggie.
Some of the kind of claw marks must be 10, 12 foot high on the wall. You start to push your way around it. As all of your hearts stop for a second. What the? Alert! Guards! And you hear a dong, dong, dong. As you feel the rope and you look behind it as it's been pulled up slightly and see someone poke their head over the top, having almost nowhere to hide, even though you've kind of crawled along the road, the side of this wall. The guard who was clearly walking along sees you and then continues to dong. People are trying to escape! It's them!
Go.
Red makes a break for the forest.
I'll follow Red.
Again, you hear the next tower along, repeating this dong. Hear these other shouts of guards coming. Right. So you're a wolf at the moment? No, you're
No,
back to
she changed back, so
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
25 speed, some little.
2, 6, 2. What is your AC, please?
My
What is
AC
your
is 15.
13 for me.
As you see her or hear her, and hits the ground near you as you're
Zigzag.
running. There's a crossbow bolt just embeds itself in the ground. As you're running, lance in pain hits you in your right shoulder as you take 4 points of damage.
Oh no, I won't do that. I will allow it.
Blood sprays forward from the
I'll
wound
let it happen.
I'll let it happen.
as you hear her, shit, come from Ismark. They're shooting at us!
Run is Mark.
What are you trying to do? Run in a dead straight line or zigzag?
We're
Zigzags, straight-ish, so not massive zigzags, but evading.
You think they're going to get 2 more shots at you before you reach the woods? No. What's your AC?
13.
Oh my god!
Take 8 points of damage
It's 'cause I'm
as it
hurt.
flips you.
How many have I taken so far?
12.
12, yeah.
Cool.
That's okay, I got you.
Crossbow bolt skims the edge of your neck.
Yep.
Perfect shot as blood sprays out from the wound, just lance in pain, burning down.
How far away are they?
You can feel at first. You've run for 2 rounds, so at the moment they're
About
at 90 foot minimum.
It's fine. Okay, cool.
Ismark's a pro. You'll be at the forest next turn. There'll be disadvantages at this kind of range.
I am going to use false life on myself.
So you won't be able to run. So at the moment you're like double action
Oh,
in
I'll
run.
do double action run, don't
Yeah.
I? I will just keep double action run then. Just hope they miss.
Just hope they miss.
Miss, hit, miss me. Red, take 8 points of damage. Even at this kind of range, you think it's more luck than anything else. This arcing crossbow bolt, you can hear more guards being summoned on the wall as there's constant bell tinging out. But you make it into the woodlands. How deep do you go?
Quite.
I wouldn't say deep.
Not like deep,
I
but
wanna
like
still be
enough
able
to
to
be
see the wall.
far out of...
As soon as you run in, the light, the natural light from this in the morning just is cut out instantly. The dying old trees, wet to the touch, these long finger-like branches coming out, twisting at unnatural angles.
That's what I like to be.
The roots, a lot of them above ground as you kind of jump. At first you feel more at home, but instantly you get the sense that something is wrong with this woodlands. Something isn't right here at all.
I will get Eric to sit on my shoulder so I get dark vision for 30 feet.
Yep. You make your way in. The others. You are outside a certain lady's house. Would anyone like to tell me the name of said lady?
Lady Watcher.
Lady Watcher's house.
Lady Watcher's
Could have gone far worse.
She...
Now watch how it could go worse.
You want to see worse?
Let us show you worse. This is what it looks like.
It's pretty bad.
She came to the door to see you off, wearing this tight-fitting dress, long to her legs. She wouldn't be able to run in it, she wouldn't be able to jog in it. Very tight-fitting all the way down past her knees. Wearing a kind of corset-ish, this high collar coming up, definite metallic pattern into it, the hair in this high nest, bun, what would the term be for it? Hive.
Hive, yeah.
And then coming out like 2 wings at the side of it. Chin.
That is an evil hairstyle.
That is like evil stepmother.
We should have known at that point.
Chin up as you are leaving to go to the wall. As you look over your shoulder one last time to see her, as she looks towards you and gives the 3 of you half a smirk. And the hand comes back. Guards! Guards! Help! Guards!
That prick.
As you'd waited for the patrol to be walking the opposite direction. They're about 60 yards, sorry, away from you. So if you were to stand still and they double moved, they could reach it to you. And you're maybe about 120 yards. No, it's less than about 90 to 120 yards from the wall. As you look over your shoulder and you can see this small patrol of 3 guards instantly turn round, look at Lady Watcher, who points over to you and sort of leans back against her house.
Gosh, she's such a dick.
Yes.
What do you do?
Break for the wall.
Run.
Is there like a way up?
Looking at the guards, you can see one of them has a crossbow and 2 of them have got these 3/4 spears and sort of Anglo-Saxon shields.
The wall, like the way up to the wall, is there a stair up or a ladder up?
You were told there was an area near her in between, so farther to the north, near the next tower up, that you could climb easily.
How far away would that be?
So, from what was explained to you previously, it's not the most direct route to the wall, and you'd have to go near one of the towers. You'd have to go past the tower to get to it. What'd you do?
There's no visible way up the wall from where we
So
are.
there, think Roman wall, wood spikes, as if they built a fort. But then on the inside, scaffolding planked to build a gangway around it, which they're walking around. And then at intervals around the wall are guard towers built into it slightly stronger with stairs going up. But if the guard inside knows about you coming, it's considerably harder.
Is there anyone walking on the wall that we can see from where we are? Or no?
Give me a perception.
16.
It's in the cake.
17, sorry.
Lick it off.
17.
17. Not that you can see. Cheers, Connie. We've brought up the rules for chases, just in case.
Bring up the rules for what happens if you roll and the answer is cake.
I have cake
Cake
levels
is
of
the
detection.
answer. I don't know what the question is.
That cake is looking real moist.
Don't say cake or death, because you know
Mel
that's what's
saying,
going to
I think it
happen.
needs to be
But why
eaten.
do we have cake, Essia?
Like cake.
Yes. We always have to have food on the table.
Yes, but is this a special cake?
No.
Okay, good. That's cool. That's cool.
It's special in that it's about 3 different recipes with
Oh,
fused
combined.
into one.
So, what do you do, Tink? Give me group initiative at this point.
How do you do?
One of you can roll, and we'll just use that as your initiative, and we'll do my initiative.
I feel like I'm a bad person because I always score really badly.
Go ahead.
Oh, great. Oh, why can I not see initiative? I might be stupid.
At the top.
Yeah, we shouldn't have chosen me.
What have you done?
5.
So the guards react quite quickly. They turn to see you. They take a moment to look at Lady Watcher. Crossbow, draws the crossbow, brings it out, aims it towards you. The 2 with spears and shields run 30 yards towards you. They're now 30 yards away.
How... Like, are we somewhere where noise is going to attract? Are we off the beaten path, or are we right in the...
So, to the west of you, you've got the main north-south road, and you're about halfway up it. To the east of you, you've got kind of like the eastern diagonal wall going across. So you are in the kind of northeast quadrant of it, about halfway in. The 2 guards, crossbow is out, loaded, pointing towards you now.
I can
His
slow
turn.
them down if we run.
And 2,
How far away? 30
the
feet.
2 which are now run at you are now 30, and there's 1 who is 60.
Oh, perfect.
You'll go as a group. What do you do?
Okay.
You can run, and I can set a trap behind us, slow them down.
If we act, I suppose that means we can't run.
Your actions, you've got a move action.
Yeah.
And then you have another action, and that can be another move action if you want, or it could be cast a spell, make an attack. In this guy's turn, he chose to load his heavy crossbow. Or not his heavy crossbow, load his crossbow. That was his round.
Double action run would be the great name for a group.
Yeah. So sort of
Double action run.
yeah,
That's what we're called.
What do you do?
No, I'm just naming our group.
So is it just a one road straight to the wall? There's no side.
You're currently
places, or-
off the road. You're not
Yeah.
on the main road.
So it's a bit of a warren. Like,
Yes.
So,
So
we
you would have to
get
kind of
outside
go
the
back
crossbow.
to go to the main road, or you can go off road to the wall.
Okay, if we were to go off road, it would be cutting vision with the crossbow guy. I suppose.
Ish. Yeah.
Off the road.
Let's go, and then
Run.
book
Fine.
it towards the wall.
Run.
I get
You bolt.
Yeah.
double action run.
As you start running, which way are you going and who's going first? What sort of formation are you in?
Go towards the wall. Do we want to try and go towards where we think it's easier to get up? Where you said it was easier, it wasn't the actual tower. It was near the tower.
Near the tower.
Yeah. Constance is pushing the other two ahead.
Okay, let's go
and
there.
It is in the back.
Okay. Who's
I'm
taking
heading-
the point? Who's taking lead?
I'm off into
I'll
the...
take the lead then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, you're off. You're
I'm gone.
so yeah, she's
Yeah.
taking lead because she's just abandoned.
You start running around.
I haven't abandoned. We've agreed to run. I'm running.
Running full pelt, you reckon it will take you 2 rounds to reach where you think the kind of low weak point is in the wall.
But we're like amongst the buildings,
Yeah.
so yeah. Okay.
It's going to be disadvantage for the crossbowmen as you guys bolt. You hear the voice of Lady Watcher coming from behind. Oh, I'm not sure what they wanted. Catch them. Catch those criminals. Make them pay.
Get that lady an Oscar.
Indeed. Get her an Oscar.
I run.
Dick.
And you continue to run.
Oh no. Oh no.
The 2 guards from behind, knowing this area, knowing the land, they're making their way very quickly behind you as they start to give shouts. The nearest tower, very quickly, you can see some heads poke out. 2 people. You've not seen anyone walking the wall this side, but look over towards you and eyeball the 3 of you.
Can we see the spot in the wall that's supposed to be easy to get?
Give me a perception.
This time. I'm feeling happy. No.
5.
No,
Crit
you
fail.
can't. You can see.
Why you need the halfling with you?
This dice is useless. I want a new one.
13. What was the thing?
Perception.
13, yeah, straight.
Yeah.
Are there high numbers on this dice?
Are you rolling a d6?
You are truly cursed.
Do you think that those are the right dice for you?
I can confirm. There's a 19 there.
Is there a 20?
Yes.
Yes, there is.
I just can't roll
Okay.
it.
Have a bit more water.
That's cool. Thank you. So, during the chase, you can use the dash action a number of times equal to 3 plus your Constitution modifier.
Okay, 5.
Hessia, you have -1 to yours
Because of the exhaustion.
because you are tired, and remember you've got disadvantage on all physical rolls.
Yep.
You can try and push yourself harder, and then you get Constitution checks. So you would have dashed once so far.
Are we in sight of anyone on the wall? The guard on the wall.
So you're running towards one of the towers,
Yeah.
and you're told the weak spot is just past this tower.
Just past it, right?
You can see 2 guards there. You've not seen one on the wall. Are you going to risk looking to the tower, which is kind of behind you along the wall, or are you just head for leather running?
Fuck it, hell for leather. Let's go.
So it's their turn. Nice. Okay.
Nice for us.
No.
nice for you.
Golomir's been really helpful in like helping with the chase rules. They're such a ledge. You start making your way. They are, again, the 2 guards behind you. You can hear footsteps as they're making their way and they're shouting. You can hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is your AC? What is your AC? Please?
16.
You hear the tung and then the as a crossbow has been released. and you see one of the walls not too far from your face. There's this crossbow bolt embedded in it as you skid on the mud and then continue to run. The one near you, good distance off. The one at you, though, Jackal, is very, very close. From behind you, you hear a, "Oh, shit!" And then another one as a crossbow bolt goes off. Hessia, this one near you, but doesn't connect. As you continue running, so you can all use a dash action for free for this one. Using one of your dash actions, you're getting quite close to this tower now, and you can clearly see a bit of scaffolding near here, which might be the reason no one's been walking along this wall, where the walkway is broken and the wall is a lot lower.
Okay, so it looks easy enough to scramble up.
Easy enough would be your knowledge.
Yeah.
Being this kind of bounty hunter, whoever goes through this wall first is going to make it. Whoever goes second might be in trouble. The two guys running behind you may catch you. Whoever goes first, they're going to be on top of.
Yeah. Fine.
Last.
Last, yeah.
Yeah, whoever goes last.
Okay.
You'd be able to know that instantly with your background. I'm not going to make you roll.
Okay.
Is it still? Is it just insight, or are we there yet?
It's another round of running.
Right. Fine. Yeah.
Okay.
As you double run to it.
The guards behind us, are they catching up to us, or are they still?
They're not catching up, but you're not losing them. You're not shaking them. They can still track you as you're running. There's not many ways you could be going.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's a narrow path that we're going along.
Think more, because you're nearer the wall now, you've got this kind of gap near it where there's kind of like shrubbery, grass, long muddiness. That's what you're currently running through.
Okay. But it's like not too wide.
It's not huge. No.
Okay. I'll slow down a bit then, just do a single move. So then the next turn I'll do a single move and I'll be at the wall, right?
Yep.
And I guess we'll have to go one by one through there.
You
Okay,
would
so I'll do
proceed.
a half move and then I'll cast the spike growth behind me. So it's going to create some sharp thorns and like twigs kind of like come out to kind of
Twigs,
slow them down.
He's basically made Pongo, the Vietnam poo sticks, haven't you?
Yeah.
Mind you.
As you invoke this spell, turn round.
It becomes difficult terrain, and then they take damage by running through it as well.
As jutting out of the ground, you've seen it before. Instead of evoking and seeing like thorns and things like that, you see skeletal rib cages burst forward, a skeletal hand coming at a weird angle, and fingers pointing out, sharp taloned claws coming out of the ground instead.
That's what I wanted.
These.
Metal as fuck.
So edgelord.
So edgy.
You and your mirror and your edgelord.
You would fall back behind the other two unless you're going to fall back and cover him.
No, it's not. You can only go one at a time. I think it's fine.
Yeah. So you'd reach the wall this turn if you're double running.
I'd double run.
Double run.
Yep.
And then turn. Yeah.
You hear some curses coming from the.
They've got difficult terrain as well.
They've got
so they should
difficult
slow them
terrain.
down.
So the two guards running towards it reach it and stop.
Okay.
As they kind of skid to a stop in front of it, look at it, look up towards you, and make like a kind of defensive symbol across their chest, which you'd seen some of the people make sort of for the Morning Lord or something along those, and kind of eyes stare at you full of fear. There is agents! There is agents!
God damn it.
Get the captain! Get the captain quick! And like one of them starts to turn around and bolt. The crossbowman makes his way around the corner and sees you and gets down to one knee, and it's gonna have a go at you. That is a hit. It's not a very good hit. It's 2 damage. Crossbow
2
bolt
entire damage.
doesn't connect with you cleanly. Your armour and scales taking a lot of the impact off as it collides with the side. Quickly, the crossbowman starts fiddling and pulling out another bolt. The two from above on the tower, very close to where you are, have reloaded, and they're going to get advantage because they're just shooting down into you now. One on each of you. It's a hit on Hessia, and What's yours? 17?
19.
You managed to bring your shield up. And even with him having this massive advantage on you, comes colliding in. Hessia, take 5 points of damage as it comes down. As you're looking at this wall, you don't even see the guy poke over with this crossbow, as you just hear the dong, and then pain, sharp pain in your shoulder as your arm begins to get wet as you look down and see this crossbow bolt dug into you. The two which are much further down in theirs, they're going to shoot at you, Jackal, but they're at disadvantage. Just because when you're shooting at this kind of range with a mist, you're obscured.
Okay.
There's crossbow bolts, but you can hear this constant dong, dong, as other people you would assume are being drawn here.
Okay.
You're at the wall. What do you do?
So we'd scramble up it.
Yeah, you can see in front of you, you'd have to make a climb check. Whoever's at the bottom would be able to assist, giving whoever's trying to do it advantage, or if they've got disadvantage, you could rule that out.
And at the top, is there like space to perch, or would you just literally just have
You
to
would jump over.
it?
So in total, you're probably talking maybe 12 foot up rather than the full 20 from where it's been broken. And
Ruined
it's
that plan.
not the hardest of climbs where they've actually put the scaffolding in to try and repair the wall. You could probably use to help.
Who's tallest?
What do you go for?
I actually think he's tallest.
In character, what do you go for?
Immediately try to push you up.
You
I'm resisting, yep.
strong hands grab onto you, removing your disadvantage from being so tired. Give me a climb check.
Now is the time,
Athletics.
guys. Now is the time.
Maybe fuck it up and you're okay.
Don't fuck it up.
14.
Yeah, you're okay.
It's okay. Hessia's fine.
These surprisingly
liability.
steady, well-planted orc. Whoops. It's just strength pushes you up. You realise like the pure power of Constance, and in this moment, you're gonna struggle to defend yourself now. But you get pushed over. Jackal, what are you doing?
I'm gonna run to catch up to the rest of them. Yeah.
And then you unfortunately have the. So that would take you one movement to get there. So you've got an action if you want to do something.
So would that action be like to climb, or would that action be?
One per turn will be able to climb.
Okay, so she's climbing. Okay, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Hessia as she's climbing up like quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah. Cool.
Okay. Just read what that does if they choose.
Yeah, so I ward a creature within range against attack. Any creature who targets the creature with a harmful attack or spell makes a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, you must choose a new target.
Okay, choose a new target, so it's not a wasted attack.
Yeah.
Okay. You're pushed over. Looking out, you can see guards now coming from a group of 3 coming from one direction and a group of 2 coming from another. Hard to say how long it's going to take for them to reach you. Not this round, maybe next, maybe the turn after. The 2 on top of the wall, both are going to try and shoot at Hessia. What is the spell DC?
13.
13. Okay, one of them can. What is your AC?
12.
It's got advantage on it. For crying out loud. Crossbow bolt beds itself into the wall, not through any skill of anything you were doing at all. Just a crossbow bolt, as you have another curse come up. The other one starts aiming at you, and then just pauses for a second, and then instead is going to go for Constance. Just tings off your armour with a crossbow bolt, even from this kind of range. The one who's planted himself on the floor is going to try and shoot at you first. Can't. And then going to go for you, Jackal. Ooh, that's a hit. Take 8 points of damage, please. As you turn and point a hand towards Hessia, just as she's disappearing over the top of the wall, and invoke this sanctuary on her. As you do, crossbow bolt comes through and just pierces straight through your hand and is currently embedded in your hand.
Ouchie.
That hurts.
Your enemy cannot nuke you if you disable his hand. Sorry. I love that film so much. The others are coming in. As you gaze around, you can see the group of 3 have got a crossbowman with them as well, who is hastily loading up and will be in a good position to pick you down from a different. The other 2 continue to run towards you, not this round, but next round.
Sure. Whose go is it?
Your turn. So Hessia,
What's happened to me now?
you disappear over the other side of the wall.
So what
It's
can
12 foot.
Okay.
I'll let you use your previous climb. You kind of plonk yourself down.
It wouldn't be graceful, but it would.
But nobody's watching, so it's
Exactly.
fine. You can pretend all you want.
So from that side of the wall, I mean, can the guards on the wall still see me, presumably?
Yeah, they can indeed. Yep.
But I can't
still
see
got the
anything that's
sanctuary.
going on the other side, so I can't really help.
Constance will shout, Jakul, get up, and cast Bane on the 3 crossbowmen who are closest.
So you've got the 2 above you.
Yeah.
And the other guy on the floor.
Yeah.
They get saved against it.
Up to 3 creatures of choice that you can see within range must make a charisma saving throw. If they fail
Charisma?
that, yes, charisma.
Ooh, one might. Yeah, one does.
If they fail it, they must make a... Whenever a target that fails the saving throw makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or saving throw.
Perfect. So what is your Bane? How do you invoke this spell?
It is clanging the warhammer against the shield and clanging it, and then there's no sharp points on my warhammer.
No.
Pricking the finger somehow with a sharp bit of metal that happens to be that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, bite. I bite my thumb at you, sir.
It's very effective.
Yeah, you feel the 2 on the top of the tower. But one who you can see just kind of shakes his hand.
Too charismatic. Who'd have thought?
Agents of evil.
Yeah.
Okay. Jackal.
Okay. I'll follow the instruction and try to climb over then.
Yeah, you got disadvantage on it.
Yep. Moving helped up, or is that cancel?
Is that my action if I...
That's your action to Bane, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Scramble.
So I would have given you advantage because of the climb, so you're at normal.
Okay.
You're at normal, because you've got your whole action there as well.
Yeah. He is 7 foot as well. So
Yeah,
we just said
exactly.
that.
So it's not a huge climb.
I know that.
Yeah. Is that athletics check?
Athletics or climb? I think they've got rid of
Athletics.
climb, so
They
it's
don't have
athletics.
climb anymore.
21.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, like a boss. It's just draw brute strength. It's not pretty. It's just gunk, gunk, gunk. Sun's out, guns out.
Using the arrow in the hand.
No, he's doing it one-handed. He's just like...
Just like throw myself over.
Because you rolled so well,
Laurie.
I'll let you. That would have been only one action. So you can either use your other move action to do something, or you can cast a spell.
The other hand.
So I have. It's just basically up and over.
So you used a move action. So you're currently kind of straddled at the top.
Okay. Would I be able to take a moment to try and help Constance up?
Probably not. Probably
No.
not.
Okay.
Too far.
Can I take like some time to maybe make the climb a bit easier for her, like smash the fence a bit more to lower it, or?
You could probably sitting on top. You could help her next turn when she tries to come up. So you could be in a position where your hand is dangling.
Yeah.
So you can be kind of like a. You know how the army guys, when they have like someone who boosts them up, and then one person sits on top, and then they help.
Yeah.
You could probably do something along those lines.
Yeah.
But if, let's say, Constant was to roll very badly,
I'd fall
come back down here with me, please.
I'll stay here and help. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, what do you do?
There's still ones on the wall who can see me, right?
There are indeed.
Can I cast Blade Ward on myself?
What does that do?
It's a cantrip. Extend your hand, trace the sigil of warding. Until the end of your next turn, you have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Ooh, nice, you can indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
You invoke it. You feel a warmth emanates from you as your skin toughens for a second and then returns back to normal. A volley from different angles of crossbow. I'll do the two on the walls first. Oh, jeez. No.
That was worth casting that spell.
The one on the floor. What's your AC again? No, it's never going to hit. The two far away. No. Disadvantage is such a bitch. The one who's just arrived. Yeah.
The guy who just got here.
AC 19 is tough to hit.
Yeah.
It's really tough to hit.
It's really. I feel so sorry for you.
It's all Constance got there, isn't it? That and I cast Divine Sense.
Which normally gets you in more trouble than you are worth. This volley of crossbows just coming in from everywhere. Long range, just like from above, just trying to shoot down at you. But you just feel them being pushed wide. As they pull the trigger, they're yanking the crossbow up as it's just dum, dum, even from this close range. The new guy who's just arrived comes in. As this crossbow does come in, take 3 points of damage. So it takes you across the arm, just up here somewhere. Someone comes in who you recognise. Furs, large axe, makes his way round. As the two coming running towards you with spears, who will be hitting you this turn as well, makes his way round. He holds this large two-handed axe over his shoulder in just one single blade with a spike coming out the rear of it. You can see stuff carved into the side of the blade even at this.
Fancy.
His furs and bald head coming back, stronger looking armour, and demon hand comes out. As the demon hand thrusts towards you. That'll be a hit. As fire flashes out towards you from about 60 foot away.
I thought you were about to say 60 points of damage.
That's what I was waiting for.
Is there something I can make a dex save against?
No.
No, you can't.
What is the point of Shield Master?
Oh, you have got a shield master, haven't you?
It's alright. Don't worry about me.
No.
It's fine. I'll just die here. No, it's only if it's an effect which allows you to make a dex save. So.
Take 11 points of fire.
Not as bad as I thought.
No, I thought you were going for 60, so that's
I'm
an
going for 60
improvement.
as well.
It's pretty high.
You know what? It's fine. Constant, shake it off. It's fine.
It's constant, should be fine.
It instantly
Stop sealing my fate.
you can see mist burning off you. Bits of your clothing that were damp are now drying out. You think if he hits you with another one of those, you're going to have other issues.
Okay.
Being on fire is fine, I do it all the time.
Okay. The two with spears are going to run in and close the distance. 18.
Nope.
As you bring the shield round, as they're trying to get round you and just coming in, as you hit this deep defensive stance. 1 foot quite far back, the shield pushed forwards, and you're just managing to push their spears out. They are trying to circle round you, though. Although you've got the wall near you, protecting your back, soon, if another one reaches you, they're going to have you pretty, both sides and front.
Cool.
Your turn, team!
As a bonus action, I would like to try to shove a creature within 5 feet using my shield.
Oh, you're just going to...
Back them away.
Just buff it.
It doesn't say... It just says you can
Shove.
try. It doesn't say how.
I think it's if you make an attack against
action.
them.
Okay.
Yeah, anyone you make an attack against, you can, Shield Master, try and smack them.
Okay.
What are you going for, team?
Well, I'd like to help Constance over the wall.
Yeah, I'm going to cast
I'm in
Blade
position.
Ward on myself first.
It's their bonus action off their shield.
Yeah, you're going to use their shield. You see the emblem light up on the front of the shield as it engulfs you very quickly as you feel this toughness envelop you. Yep, I'll give you advantage on the roll. So you can roll twice.
The climb.
The climb now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Athletics.
Go on.
Come on, cousins. Come on, cousins.
And I'm helping you up.
You've got
Advantage,
advantage.
yeah.
You've got advantage.
That would have been 10. 12.
Yeah, it's enough. It's not a huge help. They're going to get attack opportunities on you as you can't defend yourself as you're climbing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
That's a new noise.
Take 8 points of damage.
What does resistance do?
I'll take 4
guessing
points of
it's
damage.
Damage.
So you take half damage.
4, yeah.
Yeah. As this spear spears into your thigh.
Good words.
Spins.
Beans into your thighs.
Beans into your thigh.
As long as it doesn't find a spleen.
But you feel the blade ward pushing against the impact. As you are yanked up and over the wall, and you all fall down to the other side.
Woo.
Still in the. There's still crossbowmen on the walls.
I cast thaumaturgy centered on the guys on the wall, and which causes harmless tremors. So it won't hurt them, but just to put them off, make them lose their balance. Hopefully, think that they're gonna fall over.
You can indeed.
Just mess with them a bit.
Yep, you invoke it. You again hear them shout that you are agents of him. Agents of him!
Yeah, sure, whatever. I'm having fun.
What's your plan? Bolt in for the forest?
Is it
Pulling over, then getting off and run towards the cover.
Running most direct route or swerving?
Swervy.
Swerving.
We've learned stuff from
Okay.
our friends. All right.
Yeah.
They got
We have
4
also just
crossbowmen who are going to try and pelt you
Who
with
do you think that
crossbows.
the wall's about to fall down?
She's
That's
still got
a-
sanctuary on her.
And Blade Ward, because that lasts till the end of the
It's
next
a-
turn.
yeah.
So.
Okay. What is your AC, Jackal?
16.
Yes, and 1 hit.
And they're still banged as well.
Yeah, they still think that the wall's shaking down as well.
Take 8 points of damage as again pierces you right in the middle of the back where your armor is at its weakest. The sort of this where it goes down your spine. Pain erupts as you can't help but kind of stumble forward. Perfect. Cheers, Connie. Just going over what Shieldmaster gives us. They're going to shoot at you again as you double run. No. 16?
Yeah.
Oh.
And no and no. So what kind of order are you running in?
I guess Hessie at the front.
Yeah, I'm in the back.
The order that we got over the wall in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a perception and see how good at protection you are.
3.
You don't see it coming at all.
We're so good at protection in our group.
Hessia, take 15.
Whoa.
Is that with Blade Ward?
No, it would have dropped by now.
No, because it's till the end of the.
Yeah, so you would have
following turn.
double run for your turn.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
15, blimey.
You see a crossbow bolt erupt from the back of Hessia, out the front, and all of the way out.
I mean,
As blood
it's
just
not in there.
sprays
Yeah.
out in front of
Pretty
you.
easier.
How low does that put you?
7.
As you take half a stumble. Give me athletics to see if you stay on feet from that.
I'm at disadvantage on athletics as well, aren't I?
Jackal, yes you are. Jackal,
Yeah.
take 6 points of damage as one takes you high in the back of the thigh.
Can I invoke Tides of
I'm-
Pain? No,
I'm
I
nearly
can't. 5.
You fall, you go down.
Oh, you guys.
I might
You
die as
stumble
well.
and fall to the floor.
I've got like 3 bolts in him. I'm a dragon pincushion.
The good news is that I don't have that bolt in me.
Yeah.
What do you do?
How far are we from the trees?
Next turn.
So if we double run now, we'll get there.
You could drag her.
Yeah.
She'd probably take some pain from it.
I'll pick her up. Yeah, straight up.
You're just gonna
I'll
grab.
take it at this point.
I'll assist if I can, just to kind of help drag.
Yeah,
is it
I'll let
always
you
me?
both grab her. It's going to be harder to defend yourself. There's 4 crossbowmen who can reach you, but they're at disadvantage at this kind of range. No. Oh, maybe. No. No.
I might
The
die here.
anxiety.
Right at this kind of range through the mist.
Yeah.
As you look back over your shoulder, you can see the towers and hear the dong dong still, but they're not willing to come over the wall after you.
Wow.
Ow!
Yeah, ow, ow,
Pissing out over you. Do you go into
Why
the
is
forest?
this always
Just
me?
inside the tree line.
ow. Yeah, hiding behind the trees for cover, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
I'm going to lay on hands on Ezia to give her 10 points of healing.
Thank you.
You feel a warmth as the bleeding halts.
Thanks.
Should we jump back to the first team?
When is it cake break time?
You've made it to the wood line. How deep are you going in?
Not too far that we would lose our way, just enough that we're in plenty of cover.
Yeah.
So if I look out, I can probably still see like parts of the wall, so I know that I haven't gone too far. Because we're just trying to find that place that you got shown.
Ismark looks to you. This feels wrong. This. What was wrong with the Burgermeister? The Baroness? Was she insane?
Red
That whole
shrugs.
town is insane.
Better out here.
Irina looks back to you. We must do something for these people. We must stop this madness here.
We shall.
Not
But once
now.
you're safe.
The whole town could not be hit by this corruption.
Can help. Not now.
If not now, then when?
Once you're safe.
She looks to you. I've had some time to think. There's going to be nowhere that I'm safe here. Unless we can get out of Barovia. Which I'm told we can't. That no one can leave apart from the Vistani. And I think you understand this. Either he dies, or we die, or worse.
Or worse.
There must be something we can do for these people.
There is.
How they lived, how the squalor. It shows me how sheltered my life has been.
You had a father that had a strong mind and will.
I see what a good man and what a loss he was now. You'd be able to see instantly as she kind of says that, But we've got Ismark. And Ismark will be just as good.
Of course you will.
That almost happened before.
Like,
I straight up used the best performance I've ever done.
The Oscar goes too.
I can't, in all good conscience, just run and leave these people here to save myself.
Let's go meet the others and speak to them.
Before we go, Red's going to do Cure Wounds on you.
Oh wow.
Nice.
1d8 plus my ability. What's my ability modifier?
Should be your plus
Spell attack bonus.
No, I think it's +2 or +3.
I think it's plus wisdom.
Yes.
+3.
Okay.
So 1d8 plus 3, that's 7, 8, 9, 10.
Sweet.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
This woodland is old. As you invoke and you draw your power from the land is corrupted and it's not right. Like normally when you're barefoot, you're stood in an old woodland like this, you can really sense that old kind of whoom, pumping through it. And here it's just like the beat, the feeling from it is wrong. And as you do and you invoke the spell and you push it through, and it hits him, and you get the feeling that not all of it is though. There's still areas that haven't been corrupted. But this area is for shit.
Yeah.
This is... Woodland is grim. It's angry. It's, not pleasant. Fine. If you want to push on, I'll understand. There are other places we can go, but I feel we're just running. And I'm getting you into trouble doing it. I've had some time to think on it, and Hesia, what hunts her now? Anyway, lead on.
Red goes first.
Yeah, you make your way. The others, how deep into the woods do you go?
Periphery, like deep enough within the trees so that you can't be seen from the wall, but maybe like just...
Well, we can still see the sunlight just over there.
Okay.
Or how much sunlight is in Barovia. You want to be able to see that lovely grey wall.
Well, yeah.
You start making your way around. Sorry, bear with me. And
Bear with the phone.
bear with me.
There's a bear.
Good luck.
We should have a cake break soon because it's starting to look a
It's
bit
looking
melty.
sweaty.
Yeah.
Oh, have a cake break while I roll this, sorry.
Okay.
Cake break.
Cake break! Nice.
No, let's do this bit. We'll do this bit.
Okay.
And then when
No
we group
cake
up,
break.
we can do cake break. And it can be like you're eating breakfast and we can roleplay while eating cake.
Okay.
You have cake for breakfast?
Yeah.
Oh,
we're
Just the
continental.
best.
Boy.
We're proper continental.
I feel like Erwin is a very good friend if he's left cake as well as all our stuff and that stuff.
Sure, for sure.
I hope he's left the carpet there.
Oh, no.
As you're walking round and you're making your way towards the edge. Can everyone give me a perception, please?
This time I'm feeling good. This is gonna be.
This is
gonna be the one.
This is our weak point.
This is not gonna be the one.
16, not
7.
too bad.
16.
You guys, fuck. We should never leave these three alone ever again.
Oh no,
This is the
6.
second time you've done it to us.
Listen, we can disguise ourselves. As Constance has rightly pointed out, you are the Gribbly squad. You can't hide for shit.
As you
We stand
start
out a lot.
making your way around the woodlands, not too far in, just
Not too far
the
out.
safe distance. You feel something watching you.
I'll kind of whisper, I think somebody's watching us. Is it like from in the woods or just, I don't know.
In the woods. You're not sure what, you just feel that eyes watching you.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Yeah,
And
you push on.
maybe go a little bit closer to the outside of the forest.
Yes.
Just keep swimming.
As you keep making your way round the woodlands, there's a point where you're going to have to cross the road. You're a good distance away from the town. Even if they can see you, by the chance they get something out this distance, they're not going to.
Fine.
Hessia, as you look to the floor, you can see you're leaving blood behind you.
She has been healed.
Yeah, Jackal, from your hand as well.
You want to get ants?
Fine.
That's how you get ants.
As you run across the road, are you trying to be sneaky or going for pace?
Pace, I think.
Yeah.
You just bolt
Be a
it.
blur.
Bolt it.
Just be a blur.
Yeah.
Look back behind you.
No.
Yeah,
I
sure.
fall over when I do that.
As you look back across the road, you see slinking out of a 4 foot high, shaggy coat, head low, moving, sniffing at Hessia's blood.
Great,
She's
my ants has
gone.
got my blood now.
Wolf.
It's a very big ant.
That's how you get ants.
That's how you get ants.
Across. Just one. Another. As there's 12 start making their way out now.
Again, then.
As you lock eyes with the first one. He pauses for a second, the head drops low.
Fucking intimidate that wolf.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Give me intimidation. What are you doing?
So getting as big as possible, or is that bears? And like clanging the warhammer on the shield.
Yep.
Like a,
Give me an intimidation.
Loud noises.
It's not bad.
Golomir, how does intimidation work? If they're making an intimidation check for me, please, sir.
Against an animal as well.
Cake! Is it if we throw it into the cake?
Yeah,
Is that a nat 20?
Please have the cake.
I know he gets a roll. Like
That'd be easier. Just go.
The first one, I think the 15 was fine.
Okay.
The cake one was
cake
fine.
We're going with the cake.
I trust the cake.
Like it's flat at that point.
This is now turning into a different kind of stream.
It's all nice to start whispering while she's eating it. Welcome to D&D
Okay.
I hate this.
I'm going to eat this cake real nice and soft.
I'm gonna stab the cake repeatedly with a pencil.
He pauses for a second, the lead wolf, but continues to show teeth as all of them are kind of like at the edge of the clearing. Yeah, maybe like 40 foot.
Okay.
What do you do?
How far away are we from the point where we were supposed to be meeting everyone?
Where are we?
Are we behind them?
Get him in a headlock.
Can you do anything that will help Hessia?
How far away are they? 40 feet?
40 feet.
Have you got any
For a
spell
second.
slots back?
I've
you
got
can do cantrips.
I've got
You
cantrips
cantrips.
and a couple of first level, but I don't think any.
Maybe setting fire to a wolf would help Hessia?
Set
Oh,
fire.
Set
are
fire
we
to the
going to fight
forest.
them?
Your knowledge on tracking someone,
Yeah.
you know that it's very hard to lose these.
Yeah.
So if we're fighting 12
No, I'm not
wolves,
saying
aren't
we fight the wolves. I'm saying maybe if we scare the wolves with fire, they'll fucking leave us alone.
Set one on fire.
What are you doing?
I guess I'm sending the firebolt at them then.
Yep, give me a roll.
Also, I'm now on fire because that's what happens when I cast fire spells.
You're a walking trash heap.
No, it's fine. She's a tiefling. Yeah, she
give me a
can be
roll
on
to
fire and it's
please.
fine.
That's gonna scare the wolves even more.
You
You have a
invoke
burning
the spell.
creature in front of you.
Flame erupts from around you.
16 plus spell attacks, 21.
Oh, big hit. Give me some damage, please.
What is it? 1d. Where's my fire thing gone?
It's underneath your...
Yeah. 1d10.
Plus spell or?
Yeah.
1d10 plus 5.
Cool. That's big damage.
14.
Cool. Yes. The lead wolf, you hear as he backs into and falls down as the rest of them kind of look and all take a step back.
Oh,
What do you do?
spend my spell slot. Oh.
Make a loud breathing noise again.
Yeah. They've all kind of backed down the other side of the road now. They've not come across. Just heads poking out
I thought about the cantrip.
here and there.
Firebolt's cantrip.
That's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
Is it?
Yeah.
Use that more
That's a
often.
good cantrip.
Use that.
Oh, it doesn't have your
Just be
spell
on
attack
fire
bonus.
all the
It's
time.
just your fire.
Yeah. It's very bright around you. You would imagine if there's anything else in this woodland making lots of noise and being incredibly bright towards the edge of it, it's going to know you're there.
Oh, how that means we know that they're there.
Let's move.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Keep moving.
Run, yeah.
You
Not,
bolting?
not running, just backing away. Backing away.
Yeah.
Until we're back into the tree lines on the other side of the road, and then once we're out of view from the wolves, then we'll go start moving.
Okay.
As you get back into the tree line and start making your way round, well, give me a perception, please.
This time. I've got a good feeling about this one.
14.
Oh,
9.
22.
That's the best I've had yet.
Pardon?
22.
Brilliant. As you start
first
making your
high
way
perception.
around the forest, keeping towards the edge, you again get the distinct impression you're being watched, and every now and again you look over your shoulder and you can see a wolf, but they are staying a good distance away from you now.
Okay.
But 3 people by themselves, there.
How long do you stay on fire for?
1 round, isn't
One
it?
round, yeah.
Okay.
As the light drops.
So I might have just singed a few branches as we've gone past.
The wolves stalking behind you in this old woodlands. Are you going for speed or are you going sensible?
I think the second one sounds more appealing right now.
Sensible?
Sensible.
As you start making your way through this old woodlands, as you do, branches creak and snap as you push past them.
Yeah.
Old trees with their gnarled branches reaching out towards you as you duck through. Who's taking point?
Me.
Are you pushing through or are you trying to find a safer path?
A safer path. Yeah. We're literally like 1 tree in from the forest.
The wolves seem to fall back a bit. Well, with your perception from before, as you're looking around for them, you notice they're not getting as close.
No.
They've given you some space. You'd be able to tell that they're still tracking you, but they've given you some space. As you do, the woodland's quiet and old. As you continue to make your way around the edge of it, in the distance, you can see the outcrop where you were given the image of where you were going to meet the others.
Cool.
Approach.
Yes.
There's a sort of clearing before it. As you do, walking, running,
Walking.
Oh,
Yeah.
walking.
Reasonably cautious.
wolves make their way towards the edge of the wolf line, the tree line, poke their heads out a little bit, but being sensible, you can see teeth coming out as they kind of look towards you, heads low, shoulders up, getting ready to charge at you. Though you guys would arrive from the tree line first, Izik and Irina, there, maybe a minute after you guys have arrived, you would see these guys arrive, and you'd immediately see the wolves poking their heads out.
The same ones that have been following us. Fine.
Yeah. You see them walking towards you. Are you walking backwards, facing the tree line, or are you walking towards the tree line normally?
And we see them there.
You've probably not seen them yet. They'd be hiding in there, I would imagine. Correct me if I'm wrong, sorry.
Yep, straight up hiding.
Then taking a kind of cautious approach, like keeping watch everywhere.
Normally.
I send Eric out and make him land on Cool's shoulder and like,
Yeah, there's Raven.
and he's gonna mimic being like, Chickle!
I swat at him, flick him off.
Point a message. Constance, we're in the tree line behind you.
Yeah, you're in like a smaller cropped of trees by itself.
Okay, we'll head over to you then.
Do the wolves come towards you?
Do they?
Hurrah! I can set myself on fire again, if that helps.
No.
It was very helpful.
They stay watching you, the 3 travellers, and keep a distance.
Cool.
You make it to this crop of trees.
Reunited and it feels so good. I'm bleeding.
We're all bleeding.
A familiar voice. A reassuring voice. Someone you've trusted comes from behind you.
That doesn't sound very trustworthy.
Mm-hmm. Turn around.
Speaks. Gabriel, come. Constance. As you see the silvered streaks coming through his black hair, his black beard with the streaks coming down it as well.
Friend.
Erwin stands before you.
Which one's Erwin?
Erwin's the blue end. The one that's looking after Brian for
I'm
it.
bad with names.
I heard the commotion. It brought me time to get out.
You're welcome.
I like how you got out without being hit by crossbows.
I have lived here for a while and know ways. I brought you some cake for no apparent reason.
Thanks,
Erwin. As he looks towards...
How far away are these wolves before we have our cake break?
And they retreated back into the forest.
They don't like cake.
They don't like cake.
Is it Hessia's birthday?
Tomorrow's Hessia's birthday.
Happy birthday, Hessia.
Happy
Tomorrow.
advanced birthday, Heather.
Early birthday.
Let's hope you can live
We're
that
celebrating
down.
early in case the hags get to her.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Tonight she dies.
Actually, this is the daytime. It's a good time to sleep.
Cake first.
You can sleep. Okay.
There's a lot of commotion in the town.
Well, yeah, we did jump a wall.
You right?
Yeah, I'm going to get a knife. Because I can move.
You can actually get out.
Can you grab the napkins as well?
Or plates or something. It might be it might be quite juicy at this stage.
Juicy
It's
cake.
been out in the light for quite a while.
Oh, we've frozen again. I think the net's having trouble.
There's too much cake. The cake is too good for the camera.
Cake break.
Do it. You've been wanting to stab it. Go on.
Don't do
I can't do it in a reserved fashion.
Shove
That's
your
the
hand
problem.
in there and grab a chunk.
Do not do what I think you're about to do.
What
Oh,
am
I
about to
thought
do?
Kit was going to do
Oh,
it.
I offered
No,
you
I
the
thought
option.
Kit was going to do like a weird shaped cut. And I would have been like, oh.
Like a weird triangle.
Like a cut triangle, but out of the middle.
Oh no!
I feel like
cut a
that's
circle.
like completely
Yeah, I'm
okay.
trying
to
to
like
look
nose in
at.
between. Move it closer to yourself if that helps. Okay.
You can move the whole cake.
Could I plug my phone in again?
Absolutely.
Yeah, do you want to chuck it to sound? So we're going to take a half-second cake break.
Done. Cake break's over.
And everyone roll initiative for some roll clears.
Cake-based attacks.
Cake for the DM.
Boys!
13.
I expect a level up now.
15. I'm on it.
You all along to level up.
Is this a leveling up cake? Is this experience
This
cake?
is the bribe cake.
The cake of bribery.
Trying to cut your hand off as I do this.
I'm probably like crossing over every camera here, just like.
Whoa, we're showing them our setup. It's proper.
Yeah.
It's so warm in here.
Oh, yeah, it's so
These
toasty.
lights
We need a way to,
killing
like, cool it down
We
somehow.
need to get like one of those air fans, the ones that don't make noise, they're just like a circle.
Yeah,
With
Dyson one.
Dyson ones.
Those
Those
are
are
a really
expensive.
nice one at work, and they're good. But if like whack it on above like 2 or if you put it above, it goes up to 10 setting. And if you put it above 5, it's just like a normal fan sound.
Yeah.
It's only if you have it on low that it's any good.
I think all we need is some air movement in here.
Yeah. Any kind of air conditioner. We were thinking of getting one last year, weren't we? I think we need one.
An
We'll
AC.
order one for next week.
The icing has gone a little sweaty.
It's alright, I like it sweaty.
Sweaty icing.
Good cake. So if people are happy to have a bit of social role play with Erwin while we have cake,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we
Red's
can
never had cake before.
go over
Tiefling
the
has the
chat.
knife. Nothing could go wrong.
Johnny, did you see the message earlier from Call Me Kess?
I'll have that one.
Someone loves your beard. I still get lost in that magnificent beard.
Thank you very much.
Weird.
It is sponsored.
By what?
I am a brand ambassador for a men's grooming company called Sven Walkbeard. And we've just released a new oil for Camden called Camden Cause. Camden Cause, and 50% of the money goes to the Camden Cause
You got a slice?
charity.
No.
And it is rosemary and lemon.
I didn't pay attention to Johnny had
The
given
beard
slices
does
too.
look very good.
Super ginger.
Did you win, Johnny?
Pardon?
Or did you win what you did?
Oh, I won best bid at Jorvik Festival
Nice.
16?
2016.
Oh my.
There goes my mic.
It is on point.
Is it good?
Very good. Thank you.
Well done.
I see what you mean about it. Like, it tastes like a red velvet cake,
But it tastes like chocolate.
but it
at the
also
same time.
tastes like chocolate cake.
I put in a ton of red, but it didn't.
It's really good though.
Maybe we should put it under Hessia's arm. Rip in.
So we've got about an hour left, which is good. We've not done too much, but
Okay, we rolled some dice. We've escaped. We're about to go back in now.
You got
and
shot,
burn the
I got
place.
shot,
Yeah.
we
We've
got
all been
shot.
shot.
I'm gonna bandage myself and Hessia up and anyone who's still bleeding.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
I'll spend some time with like some first aid kits.
I
And
have a
stuff.
plan, team. The
Does it involve the
have
windmill?
the wolves have my blood. The hags have my blood. Wolf versus hag, Super Bowl.
I think
Super Bowl.
So the solution is we give your blood to every evil creature we see.
And they can fight for it.
not evil.
We're doing the whole like Mr. Burns thing. If we get enough evil things trying to take you, they won't be able
so
to.
the evil things fight each other, but who's going to get to kill you?
This is the plan.
That's what's going to happen.
I stand in the middle of an open field. They all come in. I turn myself invisible, run the fuck away.
Because that's worked so well for you already.
I have to kill her.
Perfectly.
No,
I know what
I
we
have
do.
to kill her.
We give your blood to so many different things, you haven't got any blood left. And then they won't be able to find you.
Because I will be
Because you
dead.
won't have any more blood.
I will be
Be on
dead
me,
at that
I need
point.
Replace your blood with something else.
Salt water.
Twilight it. But I'm not going to turn Strahd into a
Edgelord.
good day. Nice guys finish last. And Twilight
Why
vampire.
would he love me? Or is it his brother?
The brother. Both of them.
Brother he wants Irina for. I don't know.
No, his brother
Weird
Nip
had.
tuck.
So to give you the original recap from what you learnt, Irina was originally supposed to marry Strahd's brother,
Who was a
Sergei,
priest,
who was indeed a priest
and then he lost.
and well loved.
He lost his shiz and killed them both.
And then mysterious assassins showed up.
Mysterious assassin. The day they were supposed to die, some shit went down, which Casimir told you about. He was and
Witnessed.
You weren't really sure what. They weren't 100% sure what happened, and then that was when Strahd acted a bit weird and locked himself in Castle Ravenloft for a long time, and then
Imploded.
everything started
And then
going
normal
bad.
female dust girls.
No, they're going to save the sister.
I'm now cake sticky.
We need to talk to Erwin now, don't we? And be like, how can we help your town survive this madness?
Without ever coming back to the town.
Or going back to the town and just ending everyone.
Good news, happy to help. Bad news, can't come anywhere near you ever again.
Let's be friends.
Wish you were
What do
here.
you think of Lady Watcher?
Owen.
Not you.
Owen.
Oh, Sandra, did you not get some? Sorry.
yes.
I thought Johnny was handing
Oh, you
it
want
out.
another one? No, I did give her one. She wants some more.
Oh, that's also a valid life choice.
Sander can
you
only have
do
it
this
if she comes
closer.
on camera, and that'll be the first time she's
Yes.
saying. That's the rule, Sand. That is the. Don't give it to her until she comes on.
No, just like from the waist down, you know.
Where's my fan art? Where's my fan art?
Yeah.
This is what people don't realise, that when you D&D, there is always food, there is always drinks, and
Oh my god, I'm stuck.
like it's
Very
very
red velvety.
It tastes right, doesn't it? It's
Yeah,
just,
it's good,
it's
it's
just
good.
the wrong colour.
I like it.
I think
Make it
my
bubbly.
mouth is getting tricked into thinking it's chocolate.
I'm gonna
Because my eyes are like, that looks like a chocolate cake.
The
Wanna
red
have a
velvet,
bit
or
of-
is the recipe,
You got a napkin already.
it's cocoa powder, but not a huge amount.
Yeah, because that gives it the little taste.
But like a ton of red food colouring, and then it's you put in vinegar and bicarbonate of soda, which reacts, and it's what's meant to make it like give it the air bubble holes.
Nice.
Which is quite exciting because you put those in and it just goes.
Right.
With some water.
Yes.
Yeah, grab a drink and then
I will fill that up.
go on. Sorry, I've got some messages from work, but I'm not going to answer them.
No, I wouldn't.
what was the thing about short rests and getting health back?
Oh yeah,
So you can spend an hour
Yeah.
short resting.
to have a short rest,
That doesn't involve
and then you
falling
can burn
asleep,
hit
does it?
dice to do it, and then you can get back some hit points.
What's the hit dice? How many hit dice?
It also
It says on your sheet
1d8.
1d8. But you can do it multiple times.
Pretty solid advice
How
from
many
Dolomir.
multiple times?
If he's playing someone with high
Who
charisma,
still
starts off
needs
by
a bit of a
having 2
pick-me-up
beers.
in terms of healing.
If you're playing a character with high charisma, start off by drinking 2 beers.
That's fair. Luckily, I don't. I can't have
Make
beer.
Michelle a little
as
bit.
well.
Who needs healing?
I can't drink,
Everyone needs
so
to
that
do.
doesn't help.
Okay, whilst we're
Alcohol
sat down
intolerant.
and eating,
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Since
We're
like
gonna rest up.
a couple of years back, some stomach stuff.
whilst we're sat down resting,
So
I'm
I've just
gonna
got to try and be
invoke the
charismatic.
spirit totem of the unicorn for the first time. Unicorn! Bit different from the bear and the hawk, because obviously it's a bit more ethereal.
Okay, describe how it looks for me. So you've all got there. Erwin is there. He brings out this beautiful cake.
So yeah,
Borrow that from my mum.
so same sort of, almost the same constitution as the bear and the hawk, like that it's using things in the woods. So this unicorn doesn't look like, it doesn't look sort of airy fairy pretty unicorn. This is like,
Did you fuck up?
this is a, did you spill water, Johnny?
Carry on. Carry on.
I don't think we caught it, unfortunately.
No. I think I had the low enough to not realise. But everybody knows because I just gone.
It's fine.
I literally went straight back
Just
to
felt
it.
like the floor needed a drink as well.
Yeah, that's it.
It is hot in here.
Just trying to cool myself down.
It's really warm.
But yeah, this is not like a airy fairy unicorn. This is like a, yeah, it's tough, like Shire horse.
Nice.
That kind of really powerful.
Shire horse with a horn.
So
Swole
yeah,
ass.
swole.
Unicorn.
None of this little like dainty things. This is like
I will
like-
mess you up.
It's like
Eject.
unicorn. It's like unicorn. Constance, if she was a unicorn.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Evil
There's
beware.
Constance watching this like
I like it.
Is his name Cherry Fruit?
yes. So this unicorn's going to be sort of like circling around them, so creating that area, and then Red is going to cast another Cure Wounds because with the totem of the unicorn. Healing spell in the aura, all allies will then gain what they're in, something healing. I think if I cast a healing spell on one person, everyone then gets the same effect. I believe.
Golomir,
That's what it looks like.
look up
Unicorn totem.
Unicorn Totem for Druid of the Shepherd.
I can't read my own writing. All the other ones I wrote down really well.
Except for this one.
Except for this one, I've just put gain DL healing or something healing.
So
I think I must have.
Make that roll in a second, but we'll do some role playing and then everyone gets healed.
Yeah.
Okay.
DL is druid level.
Druid. What is my druid level?
Oh, there we go.
It'll
Yeah.
be
like
your
four.
level, so 4.
So 4. So you get.
Everyone else gets back 4 hit points.
Cool.
And you cast whoever you cast the
So
spell.
I'm
gets
going to
more.
cast the Cure Wounds on. Who's the most beaten up looking out of all of you?
I'm on 20.
17.
I'm on 19.
So Hessia, I guess.
Hessia then.
Hessia, the most beat up. That's
we all-
never happened before.
Begrudgingly. Still hasn't forgiven you for the wolf.
We all got out of there, apart from the wolf.
She's gonna like put like a finger on you. Like usually it'll be like, you know, hands on, but she's literally be like,
Can it be exactly where the crossbow bolt went through?
yes, a little bit of like a twist in there, and it's just like maintains full eye contact. Really like,
And we all gain 4, yeah?
yeah, you'll get 4, and then Hessia gets 5, 6, 7, 8.
Nice, thank you very much. Even if you did that right.
Oh yeah, and then she'll put her finger out as it closes up.
Are
Like
we resting for a while then?
It's up to you to decide.
Yeah, I think we rest here for a little while.
Then I'm going to
as
use
you
my hit
invoke-
dice to heal myself.
Red, as you invoke that spell in these woodlands,
nasty woods.
this little kind of cropt of woods nowhere near as horrendous as a lot of the ones you've been in. It's considerably more pleasant.
Nice trees.
Give
Good
me
trees.
a knowledge and nature.
Knowledge and nature.
Come here. So
That'll be 13.
Red is her circle. She's a druid of the shepherd. So if you locate that, I think we got it for 4 hit points. So
I think it is druid level. That rings.
you can see the weather above.
I've got cake on my carrot shake.
Valaki is changing. As you look up towards the sky, you can see dark clouds closing in. The weather in Barovia has been really hard to predict, nearly impossible. But as you look up, you can clearly see that a storm is coming.
Mr. Lane.
And the centre of it, you would believe, is going to be Valaki.
Oh boy, oh boy. So we're resting here, aren't we? Cool. Red is going to start gathering stuff up to build a little lean-to shelter. I'm guessing it would, like scout camp, you get a big branch here and you pile up all the little branches elsewhere.
Is Erwin still with us?
He's still with you.
We should probably say hello to him.
You wanted to talk to me, Constance. Were you about to ask him something?
I was.
What did you think of Lady Watcher?
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah. What was your opinion on her?
After seeing Red summon a unicorn and the magic surrounding, healing everyone, including him in it, he kind of strokes his beard once. Johnny, do it for me, please. Just like that.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Why are you pointing?
Takes a deep breath.
I'm not.
Sending a message.
I found out what
found
unicorn
out.
spirit does, but I'll wait for that.
Sometimes the saying, better the devil you know.
Are you referring to the Burgermeister or Lady Watcher?
The Burgermeister.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. Yeah.
We got the unicorn spirit right. Well done, everyone.
Oh, is it right?
Good team.
Yay!
Yeah.
Well done.
But you can also, if you're casting a heal on someone outside the aura, you can still, everybody inside the aura
Everyone
still
inside
gets.
the aura still gets it.
Her sons,
And it's advantage in all ability checks.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I put it to an advantage.
her sons
in ability
sometimes speak of her when they are drunk, and their father.
What sort of things?
They're troubled boys, both of them.
check. The daughter. So Red's like,
I didn't-
got a few branches in her arms.
I didn't know her before. From talking to the sons, there is no love between her and Burgermeister Vargas. Yet she agreed or pushed to wed the daughter. Stella was a... She came a few times.
Someone just sent me the picture of the unicorn.
Butch unicorn.
I'll share it with the group.
When she returned, they came on a date once to the bar. And she seemed a lovely spirit. But from what I heard, I don't know what happened to her. But she wasn't the same.
Yeah. What do you know of the son?
Victor.
Nikolai, named after his father. Or his late father. His father was a strict man.
How did he die?
Age, I believe.
Ah. Fine. What about the Burgermeister's son?
I've never seen him really. Apart from that one date, pale boy. Shifty eyes. I'm not one to invoke revolution or to... We've been in Vallaki for a couple of years now. and it's not right. Anyone can see that.
How is it that the town isn't subject to the same attacks that everywhere else in Barovia seems to be?
Maybe the Burgermeister is right. Maybe everyone acting happy works. Perhaps.
Red snorts.
But I doubt it. I'm not sure.
The priest said that he managed to conjure up protection ward around the town using the bones of an old saint.
That need to be found.
Trustworthy of the group. Yes, they happen to be missing as well.
It'd be great if we could find those.
Yeah, you've lost
I'd
your
really enjoy
protection,
that.
by the way. You're no longer protected. That's probably the most important task we've got.
Yeah.
I don't believe your family is safe anymore. I don't believe anybody in Vallaki is safe.
What was that, sir?
I don't believe you're safe, your family isn't safe, and I don't think anybody in Valaki is safe. You are a man that people look at, same as the priest.
We'll fall out of favour quickly if we cannot get more drink. It's as simple as that. The Wizards of Wines may not be fixing the problem, but it is helping. Again, Jekyll, just by being with him and knowing him, you feel he's not telling you the whole truth behind that Wizard of Wines.
Do you have any ideas to why everything has stopped?
Something must have happened.
What do you reckon we should do next? Everybody.
I'd really love to find those saints' bones, but we have no leads at all, so I think we need to push on to the Abbey. We need
Far be
somewhere
it from me
safe.
to be selfish, but the Abbey would be ideal.
How far is
I'd quite like to
Irina
sleep.
pipes in. It feels like we are just running from these people for the sake of me.
Not just you now, is it though?
Yeah, we need to be somewhere where we can actually sleep without being eaten by wolves.
Or murdered by hags.
Yes.
We know there's consecrated ground in the church.
Do you want to go back
Inside
to
the town.
doors?
I can't go back in there.
Irina, Ismark, we're here for you and to get you safe and your sister safe. Now, if you want us to volley back into Vallaki and save these people, then if that is what you want, then I guess we have to decide as a party whether we are still doing the right job that you've asked us to do.
Of course.
The job we were asked to do is to keep Irina safe, and that's not going to happen if we go back into
Ismark
Valaki.
comes forward. I've thought about it, but I'm really not sure. I'm sorry, I don't.
Red walks up to them with some pile of dead leaves in one hand and puts a hand against one of the trees. Nature. And crushes up the leaves in our hands. What will be, will be. Cannot change it.
Well, that's not the most
Cheerful.
helpful. We're changing it just by being here.
Pack.
How far is it to the Abbey? Will we be able to get there by nightfall?
It'll be a hard day travel for sure.
If the storm picks up, not be easy.
If the storm picks up, is there anything else we need to know about this land?
There's a couple of routes to Kresk. You'll meet a crossroads, a trail going to the north and south of it. Perhaps going the north route through the forests may be slightly quicker. Sorry, this is Owen.
Yeah.
But perhaps more dangerous. The main road, if you stay to it and just move fast and don't encounter any issues, I would imagine you would make it to Krisk tonight. The climate will cool. You'll start to climb. And the Wizards of Wine is to the south of there.
Yeah. Fine. Shall we go to Crest?
And there's chapels in Kresk.
Crest
We
is
go.
the cathedral.
The Abbey.
Abbey, sorry.
Abbey. Yeah.
Okay, let's go there.
I think that's our best shout because at least then you'll be able to sleep.
Oh, we've got cake on the map now.
There's cake everywhere.
Cake on the character sheets, on the map, on the dice.
It's alright, confidence will solve the issue.
Oh no, there's cake on the pencil now.
Oh, man. I hate it when you get cake on the pencil. And then there's no choice but to just
Owen,
clean it.
Yes.
if you can talk to the priest, and if you want revolution, let me know and I will be back here in 3 days with wine.
We'd have to find someone to take the mantle of position.
You?
No. No.
The priest.
The priest, yeah.
Give the land to the church.
I doubt the father will. He has enough concerns. He barely leaves that church.
Would it be possible for you to assist him in recovering the remains of the saint? Or at least finding out more information, if you can.
I didn't know they were missing.
No.
This is grave news.
Indeed. He says he can. Yeah.
I have a suspicion you may have a way of contacting us.
What gives you that idea?
Something your wife said about not eating birds.
She said what, sorry?
Not eating birds.
I see.
Ooh.
Eric makes a noise. Don't eat birds. Yes, Eric. Don't eat birds.
How far can we get, Eric?
Well,
With a message, you could instruct him to go and find, but once he's 200 yards to see,
I
you can't communicate with him.
I can't communicate with him.
Yeah.
It's 100 feet.
But you could send him,
I could send him, happily.
and he'd come back if he
I'm
died.
still waiting to see if the ritual that I found in my book works for my other familiar.
When we return, then. When we return with the wine and hopefully more news, we'll send a message to you, and maybe we will meet up here again.
That would be good. Be careful, the road is dangerous.
Does anybody else know about this spot? Does anybody else use this spot?
That's right.
And wolves.
A woo.
Here. No, a few allies.
Right. Then this will be the best place for us to bring the wine back to.
And we send a message.
Hopefully we can bring enough to get every guard drunk.
Don't trust Lady Watcher. There's something in her basement.
We didn't look at it.
But there's something down
See.
there.
Maybe it's linked to a book club.
Yeah.
Oh, shame we missed the book club.
She wants to become the new Burgermeister.
And there's not much that she's willing to
Not do.
not do for it.
No.
What about Vargas? Was it Vargas?
The Burgermeister himself.
The guy who you
Is
two
it?
went to.
Oh,
Oh, Vasily.
Vasily.
Sorry, yes.
It's got
What do you
nice.
know of Vasily as a candidate?
He's been a good man. He's an accountant, I believe. Some kind of money encounter.
Does he have a lot of following of people?
He seems well liked. He works for a number of people within. I think also some people in Kresk. He sometimes makes the journey, and even the village of Barovia.
Does he travel on his own, or does he have guards?
I believe he's got a cart.
With
And just travels quickly
on his own.
and at the right times. Maybe a driver.
And we live.
There's something more about him.
Yeah, I know. His house wasn't quite right.
But he does seem friendly enough so far.
He's always done well by me and my family. But like I said, we've only known him a few years.
Well,
look after your family and look after Brian for us.
Yeah. We will
be back
return,
within 3 days.
3 days.
1 day.
We will not be able to house Brian as much as we would like.
I know.
There's things he wouldn't understand.
Bring him here.
In 3 days.
In 3 days.
I will struggle to do that.
If there is
I don't know
trouble
what you
with...
would
We
suggest then.
will go back into the town in 3 days.
You will, perhaps.
We will.
Gabriel and Red can.
Right.
Maybe.
If there is ever a trouble financially for you, you feel free to sell our carpet that we have left with you
That real nice carpet.
to help finance.
Sure, glad to
looking
talk to the
after
group
him.
before making that decision.
It seems in our own ways we both have the same goal.
Yes. Yes.
Be careful. He has agents and eyes everywhere.
Yeah.
He is ancient. He is the land.
But he isn't the sky.
As you say that, goodbye, friends. Erwin spins his cloak on the spot, and as he does, he gets smaller and smaller and turns into a raven
He is a bird.
and
Is
flaps
he a
his
druid?
head and begins to fly back towards the town.
Red's just like in awe. She's never seen someone else do that.
What kind of spell was that? Are spellcasters in this?
There was no spell. That wasn't a spell.
He's a druid.
He's a were-raven.
That was a shapeshift, yeah.
Were-raven. Or a druid. Yeah.
Constance is smug. I want you all to know that.
Red's just dropped all the things she had in her hands. Just
That's cool.
Wow. Cool.
I'll trust him.
Yeah, I trust him enough. It's good.
And that's how he gets in and out the city quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And why Brian would be difficult.
Let's head to
Let's go find Kresk.
Crest.
So you're going to rest for an hour?
Yep.
Yeah.
You'd have to rest a little bit longer.
Yeah. We'll finish up our rest. And how's the storm looking? Is it like
Growing in
Stormy.
intensity.
Is it? Well, do we want to camp it out or do we want
I've
to travel
been-
through?
No, we need to go straight to cast now.
Okay.
Kresk.
Because we can always go to the Vestani if we need to spend the night.
yeah.
It's fun.
You can.
Okay, fine. Let's go.
You'd
then.
probably appreciate finishing an hour's rest.
Yeah.
That would be good for you to then smash through. You're going to have to hit a fast pace.
Well, Red's been putting a little lean-to together to block out the rain.
Yeah.
Cool. I've been treating the wounds as I can with like the medical supplies. And...
I've used 2 rolls in the hit die.
So from your
full
distance,
health.
How's a hit die like again?
So
So you
you
have a
rest.
number.
You have a short rest, you have a
I've
total.
written on my thing, I've got 2d8 on here.
So you can
Okay,
roll
you
that
can roll
to
that
2.
48 now. So
Okay.
it's your level, and you can burn as many as you like. You get them back after a long
plus
rest.
your constitution.
Plus my constitution, so I can just roll 1
1d8 plus your constitution.
and then...
You've got to choose how many you're using.
Okay, I'm just going to go with the 1.
Oh, is it plus constitution?
You get your constitution modifier
Yeah.
added.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't realise
Yeah,
that.
you
get
always
an
get your
extra.
constitution
Or you
modifier.
know what, we'll go... That's fine. That's fine. I'll just
Well,
I
use
used 2 and it made me full.
Yeah,
I
me
use
too.
1. I'm 1 off.
Can I? Where are the things?
I'm only 4 off full.
If anyone wants to give me any kind of knowledge they think that they may have for Erwin,
Oh, is it straight up?
What do you mean? Like tell him before he leaves, or?
as in knowledge of what just happened when he disappeared. So maybe druidic,
Yeah.
That was
knowledge nature,
Knowledge nature, yeah.
spellcraft, or
Arcana?
I'll give you advantage, and I'll give you advantage as well.
My
Arcana? Would Arcana?
Yeah.
my whole deal is ravens now.
11.
I know nothing. Like Jon Snow.
Do I get advantage?
Yep. For your background, for sure.
Oh, did you roll one?
Am I using
So 5.
investigation or arcana?
Arcana.
Arcana, 19.
Okay. Red. That was a shapeshift. You're not sure if through druidic or through
shapeshifter.
shapeshifter of some description.
It's cool.
With yours, how he did it, you're more inclined to think were-raven.
Yep.
That can change at will?
Cool.
That's cool.
Very powerful one as well.
Are you sharing that with the others?
No.
Okay.
I feel bad now, though.
What?
Because it's a were-raven.
So you're not too far out from the town. You can still see it in the distance as the rain begins to pour down on it, as the storm starts to close in.
Are we traveling then?
Yeah.
As you
Yeah.
pack your bags after your rest and begin to head forward. Can everyone give me a perception, please, as you have one last look over your shoulder? The storm now is closing in very quickly.
18.
17.
Oh my
15.
god. You got the highest.
No, Constance 18.
18.
18.
What's that?
So,
It's my
13.
It's my perception squirrel.
9.
Constance,
Yeah.
you feel it before you hear it or see it. As you then hear a screaming coming from towards Ravenloft, coming towards Vallaki. As you look up, all of you take half a step backwards as you see riding through the sky, through the storm, as lightning bolts begin to strike down another and thunder echoes through the area you are. You can see a black cape with a red lining standing collar high, riding a nightmare. So a flying horse with flames coming out of it as it screams as it does. Strahd on top of it. You hear shouts, bells being rung from within inside the town as they've seen him. Again, another bolt of lightning strikes down within the town as the heavens open up. What do you do? All of you immediately just take half a step back as this creature is riding through the air, as the horse canters, leaving a trail of fire within this storm.
Grab Irina to make sure she's...
As you do, she's freaking the fuck out,
Yeah.
as you can imagine.
Trying to keep her calm.
Alright, so we just go.
Yep.
Is he going to the town? Or?
He is riding through
Over
the
the
sky
Over the town.
from Ravenloft towards Vallaki, but he is very close to it. You are the far side of Vallaki.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Quick.
there's not much we can do.
No.
As you start to back off, Irina,
I'm holding her.
flee. We've got to run.
Let's go.
We're going.
As you start
Calm
to,
down.
you see he starts to ride down towards Vallaki,
Oh, fuck. No.
Gotta go.
towards the west side of Vallaki.
What west?
I'm trying to think
Yeah.
what the rest of that.
That was significant
You can
because I don't
see
know
the
why.
gate.
The west is where we are, right?
It is indeed.
Oh god.
Let's go.
As you start to run,
Running.
you hear this nightmare, this horse, as it screams through the sky, leaving a trail of fire behind it as more bolts of lightning light the sky up. This storm took maybe 25-30 minutes just to build up.
Oh lordy.
All of you were reminded of he is ancient, he is the land. As you risk
Yeah, well.
risk a look over your shoulder to see where he is, where this nightmarish horse, all of your hearts are racing. As you do, you look back and he's not there.
I blame you for that.
I don't.
You can hear kerfuffle, screams and cries coming from within inside Valaki. Shouts in terror and pain. As lightning flashes down near him, fire erupts from certain buildings. You bolting?
Yep.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
As you continue to go.
Unless we head in, but
Nope.
No.
Let's go. Go.
can't.
Go.
If we head in, he wins. Let's go.
As you run, it's more of a stumble away with the wind
found those bloody bones.
whipping in, the rain striking you hard as you all begin to get soaked and drenched.
We've all put on our equipment now, haven't we?
Yeah. I've somehow got a hat.
Oh boy.
I'm using my scarf as a
Is
hood.
it blocking the rain though?
Yeah, it's like one of those witches' hats.
The woodlands creaking
Someone
and
came.
swaying in this wind as it sounds unnatural, almost like they're trying to talk with the creaks of them, little groans and squeaks and cries coming from the woodlands around you. Are you sticking to the path?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you do,
There's wolves.
you start making your way down. You running full pelt?
Yeah, I'm a little bit slower than you guys.
Anyone
so...
looking over their shoulder?
Yeah, I'll look.
That never goes well.
I'm always alert, so yeah, I'll be looking behind
The
me.
mist has cleared. The rain is still here, but where the lightning storm is coming down, the rain isn't as heavy. It's heavier where you guys were than inside the town now. You can see a couple of bolts strike down onto the wall, and eruption of splinters of wood come flying out.
We'll need to get over there.
Yeah.
Keep going.
You see a horse, this nightmare, comes riding towards the gate. True Game of Thrones, Khaleesi style. The wall and the gate just erupts out in front of him to the west, towards your direction, but you're much further up the road with fire. Strahd is back on top of this nightmare as it screams, and as you see it rides on the air, twisting and riding in a spiral, getting higher and higher. Give me a perception.
Is he
Anyone who's looking back?
No, I wasn't looking back.
Ooh, 21.
16.
19, 22.
All right. That's active, everybody.
Why am I getting the good rolls when I don't need them?
So who got above 20?
21.
Both of them.
You can see Strahd riding now, as he does, but someone is on the back of his nightmare.
Who's he got?
Uh-oh.
Who is it?
Someone in robes. White robes. As he carries Father Lucian higher and higher on the back of his nightmare.
Should have found them bones.
Ah, come on.
As you look, you see Father Lucian, as it gets higher, tries to push himself and physically jump off, as Strahd's hand just snakes down and grabs him and puts him onto his lap and begins to ride back to Castle Ravenloft. As now you no longer hear two screams in the air. Sorry, one scream in the air from the nightmare. As he clears the distance, you hear two. This crazed human male scream blasts out as lightning strikes down.
Oh, man.
Irina looks in pure terror.
Yep.
I push her
We have to.
in the direction we're running. Not just like on the floor. Push her to make her run.
Yeah, you're going to bolt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As you do, you can feel eyes watching you from the side of the path, from the woodlands. Red beaded wolf eyes.
Storm isn't scaring them at all.
What are you doing?
How
Running?
close are they?
And they're sticking to the woods. They're not.
Yeah,
they're not.
From
running.
what happened with Hestia, they've not.
Okay,
You've not
keep
seen one of
running
them in
then.
plain sight.
Don't worry, keep running.
Keep running. If they get any closer, I'll just set myself on fire again.
Oh, will you buy that bridge now?
Give me a second, sorry.
We should have found those bones.
Can everyone
Should have been
give me a perception? Are you running on the road? Are you
Yes.
running
Yes.
to the
Yeah,
side?
running on the road.
You can run. If you're running on the road,
Not rolling one.
What
Red.
happens if I roll a 1 near you?
You can re-roll it because you are lucky.
Fucking hell,
my friend.
18 again.
Sorry, I'm lucky.
I like these rolling dice. 22.
14.
Hey, that's unlucky. I got, what did I get? I got 9, 10, 11.
18.
So the wolves are towards the north of the forest, in the north of the forest. Striking distance out from it closes into the road at certain points and then opens up again. There are points where they would be within kind of striking distance if you stayed to the centre of the road, where the road kind of closes into the in towards the road. If that makes sense, and then it opens up again, and you've got a kind of clearing.
Better to stay on the road
away,
where they might strike than to go into the woods where they will strike.
Yeah. Stay on the path, but on the path, like, if the path is a set distance and the woods get closer and further in different places, so just veering away from the where the trees are, but staying on the path.
I'm in the middle pushing Ismark and Arena.
Yeah, who's at the front?
I can be.
Red?
No, red's slower than all of you.
Red's slower. I'm going to be...
We can be
on the red.
I guess.
Which you can do, yeah.
Where are you, Gabriel?
Towards the...
I'll be near the rear.
Ismark is physically
I'm
shaking.
sticking halfling at the moment in case the wolves come any closer.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sticking close to the front.
So I'm at the front.
You look over your shoulder.
Seems fine.
You can see the wolves there.
Really perceptive, right?
Yeah.
Give me a dexterity save with disadvantage, please. So, D20.
18, 19, 20, 14, 15, 16.
You feel your left foot go from underneath you, but your reflexes are enough to push you out the way as you see towards the side of the road just opens up into a pit.
Oh.
Not a huge pit, maybe 5 foot long, about 6 foot deep.
Big for you.
It's quite big for a
That's big for me, I can't say. That's better than there, I won't be able to get out.
See towards the front of it a small gravestone.
Oh.
Bet that says red on it.
Do you push past it?
Yeah.
And you push past.
Doesn't know what a gravestone is.
And you keep running.
It is a slab of stone.
You keep pushing yourself hard.
Oh, yes.
Sticking together, focusing on staying together.
As long as we get far enough away from Vallaki, because he's heading back into Ravenloft, we should turn around and beat the crap out of these wolves.
Yeah.
So they're just yelling it at us.
Yeah, they're just going to hunt us all the way through. Definitely, since we're going to have to go through the woods when we get to the crossroads.
Yeah.
As you're running, you see. Give me a perception.
+4.
15.
20.
22.
15.
Oh, it's good for you.
I know, right? You?
5.
22.
Nice.
I had a short rest. I can.
22.
Yeah.
You recognise them instantly. You had a major dislike for these two. You saw them in Blue Water Tavern. The two wolf hunters outside. These two large men with their large bows in the woodland near the side that you guys are running past. And you can see these large long bows they're carrying. Two big, rugged men. What do you do?
I guess we're on.
You would be, both of you have seen this and you've seen it as well. As you run towards them, you would be assured that they've seen you guys. There's no doubt. Okay. They do have arrows knocked.
Now feels
Keep
like
running.
a good time
Wolves
to
to the
take
north.
walks.
I yell as I'm running towards them. Wolves to the north. It is north, isn't it, where the wolves are?
Yep.
Yep. I just yell. Wolves to the north.
He gives a silent nod. You run past them?
If we want to fight them,
stand with
now
these
feels like a good time. We've got an extra 2.
Yeah. Literally turn on my heel.
Yeah.
Is he aiming at us or at the wolves?
Well, it's hard to tell.
I'll keep facing them.
Ooh, baby, baby. An arrow flies very close to you, and through the party and out the other side, as you hear a yelp and a cry, as it hits a wolf, and then another from his brother comes flying out as well with these large, heavy, thick arrows. Heavy barbed arrows fly out. Barded.
Yes.
Come flying out and into the woodlands the other side as you see their piercing eyes staring deep into the wood.
Yep.
You guys were struggling to see into the wood, but these two, whether they were hunting the wolves or they got lucky, you're not sure. The wolves give out a howl and begin to charge out of the woodlands towards you. We'll do... you guys were aware they're there, so it's they're not surprised you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it will be you, then me.
Okay. Right. So we're initiative.
What's our order? Do we
You can just go in
Initiative
whatever
roll.
order you like. So
Okay.
we'll just do you guys and then me, because it's simplify the combat here a bit.
I
was at the back.
You're closest to the wall.
I'm closest to the wolves.
Definitely.
I step forward to stand next to Red.
How close are the
Fair.
wolves?
So they'll be on you.
can we
Okay.
move an action in this?
Yeah, so you could take a delayed action, and your delayed action could be, I'm going to hit a wolf, or what I was doing.
Yeah, that is what my action will be.
So you ready yourself.
I'm going to step in front of Constance.
Yep.
And I'm going to do Thunder Wave, because that is a 15-foot square cube. A 15-foot cube originating from me. So stepping in front of
Yeah.
her.
So
Lift
you're
my
gonna-
shield up so
You are going to delay until they charge.
Yeah,
and then-
so until they're within as many of them as possible within that 15-foot cube.
Okay.
Can I also go on?
Yeah,
Actually,
no, go ahead.
move forward as well so that I don't have any of this lot physically in front of me,
Oh boy.
and cast Burning Hands.
So again, you're going to delay.
Yeah.
We're all just stepping in front of each other.
You're just in a line now with your hand.
I want to hit it
A
first.
line,
Come
if we're in
on.
a line, it's fine because the cone
Yeah.
would go forwards. But yeah,
Have you got burning hands? Have you
Burning
got
Hands.
it?
I have. Yeah, it's on my level 1.
But you've got no spells. You
I've got some level 1 slots left.
left over.
Yeah, not
Okay.
level 2, but level 1 I've got.
Perfect. Very true. Gabriel and Shackle.
I just point at one wolf.
Yeah.
I'm using True Strike.
On
You
yourself?
extend your hand and point a finger at
Yeah,
a target
what's
in
that?
range. That's 30 foot, so I guess I can see like some eyes in the woods.
I think it's a buff, isn't it? You do it on your own.
I point a finger, you magically grants you a brief insight into the target's defences. On your next turn, you gain advantage on the first attack roll against the target, provided the spell hasn't
Okay.
ended.
You invoke True Strike.
Yep.
You feel.
I just
you
point
know-
at one.
Yep.
Like I'm following it.
Jackal.
Yeah, I'll join this conga line of people. And I'll ready a dragon breath kind of blast it.
Line of us already.
So I'm just poking my head out from under the shield.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is anyone making the call for when to unleash hell?
I just suddenly.
When they're close,
Yeah.
Okay, how close do you let them? So they're running in. They're
With-
25 foot. 30 foot. Sorry, 50 foot.
It's okay.
The
30 foot.
moonwalking.
25 foot. 20. 15. So you all unleash a variety of magic and spitting and...
If anyone managed to get through,
Okay,
I'm gonna get
so they
it.
get a save versus it?
You hold your hands forward, you get a cone of fire. Each creature in a 15-foot cone must make a dex saving throw.
So you're not going to hit all of them. You're only going to hit like the ones right at the very front.
The ones that are, yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got a cone,
So
a
we'll
cube,
take
and
three.
a cone, I'm guessing.
No, give me some damage,
Yeah.
please.
They will take a Constitution saving throw. On a
Okay.
failed save, the creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away.
One saves.
One saves, okay? So the rest of
was
them... if it saves, it takes half as much damage and is not pushed.
Okay.
So that's 1d8, that's 2...
A bit of paper.
that is 8, 9, 10 points of thunder damage.
I missed
And
what
then
mine was.
5 for the other.
None saves.
None say how many?
it's
three
a
again.
3.
dex saving throw. Constitution, sorry.
One saves with an 18.
One of them had 8 fire damage.
Just roll it once, it's fine. Just do it.
Oh,
for
8
one
times
last,
3,
yeah.
okay.
So 8 for everything.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Also, I'm now on fire.
And one took half damage. Jeez.
Also.
Okay.
It's a con
now on
saving
fire.
throw.
Yeah, one saves.
Yeah.
It happens.
If they save, they
Just
take
an
half
aside,
damage.
Just in case you were worried.
So
Serious now on fire.
7 damage.
It happens a lot.
Right.
And one takes half, one takes full.
Now I have to do this.
They come belching in. It seems like the one who was leading from the front earlier, you've not seen, the one who you hit, Hesia, before. As they come charging out of the clearing down the road, tongues out, teeth open, mouth ready to bite. They're bigger than normal wolves, but ultimately still normal wolves. As they come bounding, they leap through the air, jaws open, embraced for the kill. As first one to unleash would be... Give me an initiative so we know which order you guys blast them in.
14.
5.
No, sorry, 16. 16.
4.
So, first of all, the hands come round as you invoke the spell and fire erupts around you and a jet of flame comes back, warming the air as they hear squeals coming from them and burnt hair. Then Jakul rears his head back and another, this is jet cold?
Yeah.
The air temperature then drops immediately as a cone of ice erupts. And then thunder strikes, pushes forwards as 3 corpses bound backwards into the other ones. As 2 more arrows come flying out from the 2 hunters. One hits. And another one drops. And before the wolves know what happened, 5 of them are dead.
Nice.
Top notch. Well done, guys.
As you
Oh, I had chili under my nail.
make your stand, and a very successful stand it is, as the others, seeing just this pure carnage and realising they are completely outmatched, all turn tail and begin to run away. But it's your turn. You've got an attack round on them.
How far away are they?
They'd probably make it about 20 foot.
Firebolt.
Constance, do you want to do anything? You could charge them down or throw something if you wanted.
Alright,
No.
thanks.
Gabriel?
The one that I was pointing at, I will just Eldritch Blast it.
Nice.
Classic.
Classic, get advantage. I don't think that's going to hit. 14.
No, that
versus-
does. It does.
Okay. 1d10 points of damage. Where's my d10? God, I haven't rolled damage in so long.
Can't roll damage if you don't have the dice.
I need 2 points of damage. Oh,
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Clap. Hits into the side of it as it staggers sideways.
Firebolt. 12?
To hit. Miss.
Boo.
Do we get our spell
Oh,
attack added
Is
to
that
it?
the spell attack bonus? Is that where that comes in?
Yeah.
Oh, in that case, it would be 17.
Oh, no, that's a hit, yeah.
Yeah.
So you rolled a 12 on the dice?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then hit, yeah.
1d10. 7 points of damage.
Again, another
Spell
yelping
attack bonus,
pain.
Is that added to just to hit? Or
To hit, yeah.
Okay,
hit.
just- yeah.
Unless it specifies
Unless
in your
it's
spell.
specified that you
Yeah.
can add it.
And
Jakul?
usually it's, I'm going to just cast Sacred Flame on the wolf that looks the most hurt. Try and
Yeah, there's
finish
one
it
which
off.
has been hit.
Yeah.
It's just a save, isn't it?
Dex saving throw.
No, fail.
1d8. 4 damage.
So enough to drop it?
Are they all running away now, the wolves?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Red's going to turn away and go
Okay.
away now.
You get more.
There's just carnage.
Yeah.
But that was like 12 seconds.
And I am on fire.
The 2 hunters give you a nod. And then look towards what's the wolves, keeping their arrows on bows and kind of eyeball you for a second to see what you do.
Turn around.
Not
Carry on
back.
walking.
We're going to cast.
Yeah.
I'll just turn around and walk.
They're all
keep
yours. They're
Yeah.
all yours. I'll say
That's all yours.
Red's going to do wild shape into her wolf
Oh,
form.
why?
That seems a stupid thing to do.
And it's just going to look at them as she does it, as this like wolf form sort of rips out,
Why?
and just look at them before making her way
People think I'm the stupid
back to
one.
where we need to be.
Nice, I like it. Okay, yeah, the older of the 2 brothers, hair thinning slightly but long. He looks like the classic convention geek, heavy built guy but muscle, big hair straggly coming down, bearded face, wolf hides coming down him. This well looked after bow. They're hiding the strings in the bow from the rain when they can. He pulls out a flask and just throws it towards probably Constance.
Not done anything else, so
It did nothing.
it could be helpful.
Helping.
What is this?
It doesn't say, just gives you a nod, and then they run over towards the wolves. One of them keeping watch, and the other very quickly slitting throats and collecting their bounty.
Sniff up.
Yeah. Let's press on, I suppose.
Yeah.
They don't look back towards you. Do you look back towards them?
No.
Yeah, I'll look back.
Yeah, they're
Linger.
efficient at work. One of them constantly watching out, bow ready, low to the ground, eyes peering, checking the forest constantly. The other moving with expert precision. This knife moving in his hand, slitting throats very, very quickly, very fast skinning, moving amongst the wolves like an absolute expert. These guys are not messing around.
Okay.
Lovely.
And that's where we'll leave it.
Hey.
Well done,
We
guys.
made it out.
We didn't fuck up too
Listen,
bad.
We're all still alive. Have we leveled up?
Yes!
Was it the cake? Did the cake do it?
The cake.
Yeah, the cake bribe.
So am I level 5 now?
Yes. Yes, we're level 5.
My Eldritch Blast has 2 Banes now.
So when everyone's
Crossed you
looking at
around.
their
I think
level
Constance
5,
has got 2 attacks as well.
when you're all looking at your level 5 spells, anti-scrying, that's the thing that we need.
Why would
I think I
druids need
can
that?
cure curse now, actually.
Oh, you can sort out Hessia.
My proficiency bonus has gone up.
What can I pay you to take that?
What?
I need to look through mine. I've got
I think it's
some
actually one of
spells
the-
and
What happens to our hit
rudimentary
points again?
Stuff.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Pardon?
Hit points?
I think you get a D8 or...
Do you want to go through it on the...
Yeah, so it's
what-
10 o'clock, so it's up to you guys if you want to call it now, or we can level up now.
Do you have work?
Yeah, I
From
need to
work?
go.
We can do it between sessions and then talk about it next session if you want.
Yeah.
Or we can do it right at the start of the next session.
Yeah.
Some people
Yeah.
said they found
The
it.
tasty one.
You get
Yeah.
some-
Yes.
Katie's already way over
I'm
it.
done. I'm done though. I don't have anything else. I
You get
just
some new spells, a new
I have
level of
some
spells
new
there?
numbers. Yes. New level of spells. 2 second level spell slots.
And you get an extra attack.
yeah.
That's a big one. 2 attacks is
And my proficiency bonus goes up.
your...
Proficiency bonus.
Oh, is it +3 now?
Yes.
Yeah, true classes are nice, like the pure guys.
The pure.
I think everyone actually goes to +3 proficiency
Yeah.
bonus. It's not like it used to.
Tasty. I'm gonna have to check out my spells.
Thank you, as always, to
Yeah.
our resident rule boss, Golemir.
Thank you,
you.
Golemir.
Thank you.
He posted some nice things, which I will read out now. Ravenloft first appeared as a standalone adventure in, anyone want to guess what year?
1984.
2.
Ooh, 1983.
Oh, yes!
Wow.
And it
1984.
had a sequel in 1986. It became an official campaign setting in 1990, but Forgotten Realms is older. The first campaign set was released in 1987. The first Strahd book is quite good. It's called I Strahd.
Okay, so hit points
I
at high
Strahd.
levels is
They've
Sounds like a Mills and Boone.
It is a bit. He's a bit of
points
a
are what?
douche in it. I'm not going to
for
lie.
me, it's
But it's quite good to read
And you
if
can
you're
either
running
either
Curse of
roll
Strahd,
dice.
or plus
because it gives
or
you
5 plus
all of the
Constitution
background of
modifier.
how Strahd became Strahd,
Right.
and
yeah.
you meet a lot of the characters, and it's pretty cool.
Okay, you know what?
What day are we going for next week, team?
Roll it, tickles.
I'm in Wales until Tuesday night.
It may have to be a Wednesday again.
Should we go Wednesday again?
Yeah, I could do. Yeah, I could do Wednesday.
5.
Yeah.
I think I can do Wednesday.
Yeah. That is good for me.
Yeah. How do you increase your hit points? Is
Um,
it the hit dice?
it's to hit dice.
D10.
You get to choose, actually, don't you?
Or there's like a set
It's
number.
either
isn't
half or
Yeah, so
half
for
rounded
me,
up.
I get to choose
Efficiency
either
bonus
5
plus 3.
or I roll a d8.
So
Yes,
with
thank
What's
you,
your hit
Golemir.
dice?
Your
D8.
resident rule
D8.
master is
Okay,
always
so
good.
it's 5.
Proficiency bonus, is that everything
Oh,
with
no.
these?
What'd you get?
Yes, everything that has a
It was
star
an
goes
8
up.
on my
Yeah.
roll, so
So
decent.
that's
Nice.
now plus 6.
Right,
Pretty
well,
fucking tasty now.
bye then.
Hessia, we'll do your level up slightly differently, please.
Ooh. Are we off now then?
So next time we're going for next Wednesday at the same time.
Yes.
yeah.
I've worked out how to make events, so I can share events.
Oh, nice.
I can do darkness now. That was my 5th level addition.
Is that a tiefling thing?
Yeah, it's a
That's cool.
tiefling 5th level.
If you've enjoyed,
Oh, I can
feel free to
spell
drop a
spells.
like or subscribe. Would be lovely. and we shall spend all of that money on cake.
We'll have a new cake every session. We'll
Yes.
take votes. But if any of you vote for carrot cake, then leave.
I can basically just.
Carrot cake's brilliant. I don't know what you're talking about.
Carrot cake is great.
Anyway, so you made some new spells.
I'm so
Okay.
Where's my other familiar turning up?
Oh,
Roy.
we'll do that next time.
Roy. Roy.
Boy!
Oh, Roy.
Yeah.
Eric and Roy.
Have it.
There's a couple of options depending on where you want it to come from.
Okay. Cool.
So, we'll leave it live for a second because you now know something about someone.
yeah.
So your familiar could come from them,
Okay.
or it could come from somewhere else, depending on what you want.
Okay.
If that
But what
makes
would be
sense.
better for the setting?
It's up to you. Depends on what Gabriel would
I
prefer.
want
seems
a celestial raven. I want to have 2 ravens.
Okay.
A white one and a black one.
Oh.
So we're
I
going to
want
fight
white
each
one.
other. As long as they don't like
Is
each other,
there
I'm
a
good.
kill or
This one
hack
just seems
curse?
My
cute.
spell save DC is now.
Anyway, yes, lovely. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Horse.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
next Wednesday, same time.
Your horse.